Hello everybody, welcome back to our campaign of Starfinder. We finished off last time getting back to the Athena's Eclipse Station and getting some new orders from Lo. You might notice a new name at the bottom of our screen here. William is just a visitor who's sitting in. Say hello, William.
Hello there.
Yeet. He might chime in from time to time. He's not playing, but show him some love. For everybody.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't exist. Don't worry about him. He's not there.
I don't exist. I'm gone. Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
Anyways, so, remembering where we left off, Taze got scammed. Atreyu made a nice new friend with Lo, as well as our good friends, Tala and all that. So, we are going to start... Yeah, we are starting back on the Athena's Eclipse. So you guys have spent the last 2 or so weeks. Actually, don't quite remember how long I said it was going to take, but
a few days.
The past few days, yeah, that much. Getting your warp drive installed.
Getting a wharf?
You're getting a
Warp.
That's where we're gonna put the ship.
Can we get a woomph?
You can get a woomph.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Starfinder.
You're getting your new warp drive installed over the next few days or so. Kind of. What are you guys spending your time doing in these few days?
Crying.
If you have anything that you want to do, of course.
Not just yet.
Okay.
Sure.
Hey, nothing specific. Probably mostly keeping to the ship. Maybe the bar.
For
near
sure.
the bartender.
near Lyrius, because Lyrius is baby. We love him.
And
Fuck
also,
yeah.
Taze is scared.
That's fair.
Yeah, Lyrius actually does take kind of a liking to you, Taze, given that you're just very different from his normal customers.
If I'm not.
Fair enough.
You are too, but in a less
Here's the
endearing
thing,
way.
You're still an asshole, though.
Yeah.
Taze's innocent baby must protect at all costs.
Hell yeah.
I would like to
Yeah.
basically sit at random places in the bar and listen to just stories people are telling to each other.
For sure.
Whether they're exaggerated or not.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. As you're listening around, you hear all assortment of different stories. Are you sitting next to or near a particular type of people that you see? Like, we have pirates in here, bounty hunters. Okay, for sure. So you're hearing, obviously, a lot of different stories in this place, from all different walks of life. You hear just casual traders who just know that this place pays good, who are telling stories of seeing like these massive soulless ships while they're in warp and just fearing for their life. Roll me a sense motive check.
All right. I'm let me check.
That doesn't sound good.
6.
6.
Ah.
Yeah, when this guy is like, oh shit, dude, I saw a command ship, the biggest, like, you know that the command ships are like the biggest ships in the Soulless fleet, massive weapons. You hear one guy say, dude, I ran head first into one. I didn't think I'd survive. You're like, that seems believable.
Yeah, I'm not really focused on the validity, just the content.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, you hear a lot of very heavily exaggerated stories from one person to another. Of course, the occasional, like, yeah, fucking right, dude, I don't believe you. And he's like, dude, it happened!
Promise!
Dude, I promise! This one chick from the fucking, like, Blackwater cluster? Oh, so hot. No, but...
Is his name Chad?
No, it's, Chud.
Makes sense.
But, no, you hear stories of, you occasionally hear, actually, roll perception for me real quick.
That'll work. Oh my fucking god!
How are you?
Starting off on a rough start.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and then a 1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Ow.
you don't hear anything that interesting. You do catch a couple small, like, out of the corner of you, just like of your perception of your hearing, you do catch a couple of minor conversations about some stashes, but a lot of them don't seem that worth it to go after right now.
I think you misunderstood me. I'm not looking for a lead or anything. I just want to hear
stories.
interesting things.
The show. One dude talks about his wife and family back on, or his wife back in some backwater ass place you don't even recognize. She's, cheated on him with his friend Chond. Chond.
That's rough, bud.
Yeah. Another one's like my girlfriend turned into the moon man. And
Funny.
so it's a lot of very, you hear a mixture of just some general life stories and some more exaggerated stories of people like making these daring escapes from big ships and pirates and stuff. Again, just all different walks of life in here. You feel?
All right.
Yeah.
At some point, while we're on the ship, I'd like to head on over to Tazi for a hot moment.
For sure.
Just kind of head on over. What are you doing?
If it's a hot moment, I want to watch.
She's probably reading or something. She just kind of looks up at you. Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, mind if I take a seat?
Sure. Go ahead.
I will do so. Alright. So, where exactly are we going? Kind of need to know, general direction, coordinates, literally anything.
Right. Question.
Yeah.
I assume we're going to some sort of station.
You'd likely be heading to Solar Station. Yeah.
Okay. Does that stay stationary, or is that like a thing you need to like?
That is inside of your handouts, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I vaguely forgot about this.
Wait for Paige to check her notes.
Yep.
Reminder to everybody: check your
Okay.
handouts.
Yep. I thought I'd heard something about that. Well, before we head out, we should contact them, and that way they can, give us their current location. They move around.
Uh-huh. Well, suggest you do that at some point. Soon, preferably.
Will do. Yes.
Alright. Cool. I'll, leave you to it then.
Yep. Just
Kinda.
maybe keep some of this business quiet while we're over there.
Which business exactly, specifically?
Whatever it is you do here.
Wait, fine, fair enough. Okay, well...
Not accusing you of anything, but this place does seem pretty
I
shady.
didn't accuse you of accusing me of anything.
Just clearing the air.
Okay. I'll, see you in a bit. I need to... Yeah, and I'm just gonna kinda give a small thumbs up and just kind of awkwardly walk out and go
Yeah.
look for Atreyu. Where is
Cosplay
Atreyu?
making things awkward.
Where is Atreyu?
Existing.
Where? Can I find him?
Can you?
Are you trying to hide?
No.
Are you?
Don't question a man's business.
I'd like to see if I can, you know what? Fuck it. I'll wait until we're, all constricted to the same ship, and don't I don't need to go through too much effort to find everybody.
Fair enough.
And instead preoccupy with annoying boss.
I'm not hiding. I'm just like not here.
Yeah, fair enough.
He just
Going everywhere else.
stops existing when you're not looking at him.
Good to know. But not doing much else.
Cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
I will
yeah.
probably the next day or whatever contact Federation, let them know,
Cool.
hey,
Yeah.
we're going to be heading in your general direction. Where should we, go?
You're
Which direction are we going in to head in their direction?
Yeah.
You are contacted by Flight Commander Barnes. I'll spell that out for you.
Thank you.
Who tells you that first off, she asked to check your ID.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Obviously.
yeah.
And after you kind of flash that and she verifies, scans through the screen and all that, she tells you that she's uploading it into the ship's flight computer. To which she asks for your ship call sign.
For the ship's what?
Call sign.
Might need to come find me, honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Yep.
There you go.
She's like, one moment, let me go speak to the captain.
I'm probably just vibing somewhere.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Bye.
probably just pop my head in. Hey, Tally, quick question.
Yeah.
What is the ship's call sign?
Foxtrot Uniform Juliet 3774.
Come with me.
I will just kind of blink and head on over. Like, do you want me to write it down if it's easier?
Sure.
Okay. I'll just send this to you, Paige. Okay. There you go.
I'm realizing I should have made it Foxtrot Uniform Kilo. Fuck!
Foxtrot Unicorn Charlie Kilo.
It's fine.
Yeah, she'll go back.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna even say it.
Yeah, no, she repeat it back. She nods. She types in a few things. Okay. The coordinates are uploaded into your flight computer. Good day,
Okay,
Dr. Taze.
Thank you. You too.
And she disconnects.
Sweet.
You will now know that the current location of the solar station is in the Kios cluster, or Kio system over here.
Your mom.
Cool.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
May I make a little note there?
Of course, go ahead.
Awesome. I can't, so I'm just gonna... You know what? Fuck it, I'm doing this.
I will make it.
Dot.
That works.
No, fuck you. It's a 0.
Oh yeah, that's right. I removed her ability to draw on the map.
Ah.
I wonder why you did that.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But yeah, so these next few days pass relatively quickly, and the time comes for you guys to move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lyrius obviously sees you guys out to your ship for its sort of maiden voyage on its new warp drive. It's kind of weird. It's funky, yeah. It's been a while. But
yeah.
you guys get all ready, get in place. Any last words before you leave?
You're acting as if we're gonna die.
You are.
Eventually.
One day.
Death is inevitable. It's important to
Accept it
understand
now.
that.
No last words right now, I don't think, just
You think I
yet.
could feel pain?
For
Nah,
sure.
I'm not holding my breath till we're,
In warp.
Yep. Actually moving.
Cool. For sure. Lyrius sees you off, you undock and head out. Cool. This trip is going to take you... I assume you are avoiding the massive Solus ship in your way.
Absolutely, we're going around.
Cool. That is going to take approximately About a week or so, give or take.
Week? Yeah,
Give or
week.
take.
Walk.
Awesome. Fair enough. As
Yeah.
we're just kind of flying out, just gonna just as we're heading into warp, just kind of take a moment, breathe, kind of turn for a moment to look at a Moth and say, so it's kind of cool that we're, and some partially terrifying that we're some of the people that, got off the eclipse after an encounter with Lo.
Somewhat, though I'm not sure whether or not our current mission is a punishment or...
Maybe a bit of both, you never know.
How you
Both,
holding
there
up?
wasn't a second option. It's fine. Can you
He kind of raises an eyebrow when you say that.
take the helm? I need to go talk to Cheerio for a second.
Sure thing. He hops over into your seat.
Gonna go find the boy. Just probably knock on the room he's staying in.
The legend.
Just kinda.
I open the door. Welcome to Tim's whorehouse. You got the bros, we got the hoes.
Fucking hell!
I just kind of look at him for a second. Kind of turn to try and take a peek around this large, tall dude. Just kind of like, wait, hang on.
If you hadn't guessed, I'm the hoe.
Oh. Sure. You know what? Okay, sure. May I come in? It's my ship. I pushed past him.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of go ahead, fucking, take a seat, probably on just one of the beds. Just for him to do the same.
I don't want to sit.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to sit because I can't stand you. I'm kidding. By the way.
She's hot.
I can't either, and then I collapse. I'm still listening.
Good to know, because... Alright, I have a question. Tell me something, Atreyu.
What's that?
We've known each other for what, like a month and a bit now?
Not at
Something
all.
like that.
Like 3 weeks.
Like a month and a bit, actually.
No.
It's been about a
Your
month and a
girl
bit.
keeps track of time.
No, it's been a month and a bit.
4 weeks is a month.
Yeah, it took
been like
2 weeks to get there, and then
6.
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So,
Fine.
I realize I know absolutely nothing about you. So, what's the deal? Do you mind telling me a little bit more about yourself?
Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know, how old are you? Where did you come from? Do you have a full name? Stuff.
Well, I don't know if I wrote down his age.
Fair enough.
Make it up. Make it up.
I was gonna say, well, I'm 23. I came from somewhere around, somewhere in the Orion arm of the Milky Way.
Okay. That's not specific at all.
You're right.
Is there a reason behind that?
I don't have a specific answer for you.
Are we allowed to do player versus player roles? Because, like, I want to insight that just to see, what... Well, since I want to see what the motive is behind this. And see if I can sense his motive. Are we doing player v player? Like, are we comfortable with that?
I was gonna say, Ronan, that's up to you on that one.
If you want to. I don't care.
Go ahead.
I would like to. I have no clue. I should take you at face value. Wait, what's my sense motive? Hang on. Not 1 plus. Wait. Plus like that's a 4?
Yeah, that ain't doing it.
Fair enough!
That ain't cutting it, Chief.
Fair enough. Uh-huh. I mean... Alright, fair enough. Okay. How'd you, end up in the particular situation we found you in when you first, made yourself a passenger on our ship?
Well, I've been sort of a drifter for the past 10 years, maybe?
What? You started when you're a
13,
kid?
yes.
Huh. Okay. I mean...
Just been going to station, hitching rides, whatever I can, and trying to help people in whatever way I could. Sort of like a handyman. If someone needed to move something, I'd do it. Get paid a bit, enough to eat, and then move on.
I mean, it's probably honest work, I suppose. If you,
yeah,
Neglecting the fact that he was trying to steal from the ship.
It's fine!
Yeah,
We don't talk about
I'd
that.
Say so. I'd say so. But you'd be quite intrigued by the number of people I've met and what they think,
Alright.
how they think, and what they do.
Alright, I'm intrigued. Tell me about it.
You see, there was this one Malaysian dude. He lived, I think it was on a planet that was made. It must have been like underground, of course. There was some soil over top, but mostly of metal. And he told me that it was the hardest fucking thing to navigate around because any navigation equipment that would rely on magnetic fields just fucking died as soon as it got near it. But he was able to find a really cool system to get around when he was on the planet or in the system. There was a specific planet that was always, by some miracle, was always the same. Brain is not working. I'm sorry.
No worries.
It's okay.
That was always the same, in the same place in the sky, pretty much regardless of what day it was or what time of day it was. It pointed roughly north-ish, so he was able to use that to find his way around.
Huh. Interesting. You're quite a little bit of a storyteller, aren't you?
I try to be.
Fair enough. So, what story can you tell me about before 13?
There's not much to tell, really.
Okay. Ominous. Or mysterious.
Stories don't always need to start with what one might consider the beginning. And mine doesn't start until I started doing my own thing.
I mean, I don't know, you don't have... Also, let me know if I, pry too far. You're free to tell me to not, obviously.
If I don't want you to know something, I'll just lie.
You know what? Fair enough. So, have you lied to me yet? Or is that going to be another lie?
Maybe.
Ambiguity. Fair enough. Well, if there's any more stories you'd like to share at any point, as long as they're not too inseparable, do let me know, I guess. Good talk. Just gonna kind of get up. I'm also gonna hold out a hand for the collapsed Atreyu.
I wave.
I woke out.
For sure. Taze, are you doing anything on the ship?
Probably nothing in particular.
Okay.
Other than maybe asking everyone about like their races, because she's kind of fascinated by non-Malusians.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cool, yeah. If anybody feels like role-playing that, go ahead.
If you would like to, I don't. To you, do not mind either way.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah.
Fucker.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Of course, you could always
that's
go up
aggressive.
to Moth while they're talking.
Just prick
Yeah.
him with the needle.
No, be nice to him. He's
Imagining fucking Taze comes
need
up
your
behind
gun.
him, just like, thanks, and he's just like, what the fuck?
You
I
give him,
kind of love it.
you give him an animal cracker as a compensation.
Give him like one of those little like doctor stickers that you get at the end of like when you're a kid.
Like,
I'm
good
gonna
job, and it's got like a gold star.
I'm gonna grab a snack while you're talking to Moth.
For sure.
uh,
But yeah, if you'd
Hey.
like to, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, she'll go up to the bridge.
Yeah.
Hey, Moth, I had a few questions.
Of course, far away. He flips the ship into autopilot and just kind of leans back.
Nothing super particular. I don't want to pry, but, I just wanted to know more about your people, I suppose.
Of course. Hold on just a moment. He undoes something on the chair and puts his feet up on the console. Don't tell Tally.
Got it.
Alright, far away. What you want to know?
I suppose a little bit about your culture, maybe.
Ooh.
I haven't been around the galaxy much. I mean, even if you don't know, that's fine.
No, it's just with, Drains, it's a bit of a rough subject.
Oh,
No problem. I'll tell you what you need to know, though. Well, you see, obviously, I'm from, Dranica. I am one of two types of my species. I am what is called a Fravan. And he gestures to his black feathers. This coloration. There's also the Okur, who are white, who came from the mountains, and the snowier mountains. It is... We don't get along, to say the least.
I see.
There's a lot going on there right now. So it's stress, but with my people, it's with my the Fravan, we lived in small communities, mostly sheltered from the volcanic ash of my homeworld.
I see.
Yes. I don't remember a whole lot of the planet. I ran away when I was younger and met Tally out here, so.
Oh, really? How did you two meet?
Well, she kind of saved my ass one time when I was out on when I was being a dumb kid.
He was adopted.
No, they're about the same age, but he just kind of rubs his neck as he's thinking about it. Yeah, I came out here to try to be a hunter and wasn't really prepared for, all of this. She found me about to get, killed by some giant dude with a gun and managed to get me out of there, so I've been flying with her ever since, and here we are now.
I see.
At some point she built Paija and, one big happy family, in a way.
It's very interesting. What, if you don't mind me asking, what led you to run away?
I'd rather not talk about that.
Fair enough. I'll, drop the subject then.
Thank you.
Thanks for, talking to me.
Of course.
I'll probably be going now.
He gives you a nod, seeing kind of the door open to Trey's room, quickly fucking does the chair back down and undoes the autopilot as if nothing had happened.
Does he now?
Yeah, he does.
What?
Hmm.
Did I
Okay.
miss something?
He had his
No,
feet
not
up on the
particularly.
dashboard.
Let me quickly put them back down. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll, just kind of leave the bridge.
Mhm.
As she's passing Tally. Hey,
Hmm?
sometime I'd like to ask you a couple questions whenever you're free.
Daunting. I'm free now. What's up?
Just general things.
That is very general. Want to sit down?
Sure. We can
Alright.
sit in the rec area, I suppose. I don't
Yeah.
know what you refer to it as, but
It's a galley.
Yeah, just let's go.
yeah, she'll sit down.
Yeah.
I was just trying to learn more about everyone here. You know,
Uh-huh.
general. I know a slight bit about Durbans. We had a few as mechanics on the station I was at. Particularly. What?
Because she's a mechanic, and you said everyone else is
Racism.
mechanic. Racist.
No. Just like maybe
Moving
a
on.
couple. I mean, those shafts were pretty tiny.
Damn.
You know, the space dwarves.
It's fine.
Anyway, I understand a little bit about your rather diverse anatomy.
Alright, yeah.
I wanted to know a little bit more about you, though.
What do you want to know?
Well, I suppose where you're from, how you got in this situation. Well, not this situation specifically, but
Yeah, you know how that happened.
you know what I mean.
I make a vague gesture to the general direction of just Atreyu's room. Where Atreyu is. Alright.
Can I hide under the bed?
Okay.
Probably.
I suppose.
I hide
You
under the bed.
fucking gremlin.
No, he's just
That describes Atreyu better than anything else.
Right.
you fucking gremlin.
Alright.
A very
Christ.
tall gremlin, comparatively.
So, I'm, as you know, Durban. Fuck, I dropped my phone.
Good job.
I'm, from Ordelia, this planet that is very kind of warm. It's a desert. It's a big-ass desert, gotta be honest.
Oh,
Kinda
Um,
fucking sucks.
Yeah, honestly.
surprised Lather can. I mean, I suppose. Never mind. Continue.
Oh, alright. Reason for that, I think. I learned about this, I swear. So, I make a gesture to my hair that is currently in a ponytail. See this? Technically hair, technically not hair. Technically, these are kind of these little funky tube things-ish. I think. I don't entirely remember, but I'm trying.
Tally
they
being not a
basically-
biologist and trying to explain her biology.
Yeah.
Trying to explain her biology to a biologist.
Like, fascinating.
They basically suck the moisture out of the air, so like, basically, we can go quite a while without needing to necessarily, drink water. We can go longer, than a lot of other people,
Huh.
I
That's
guess.
very interesting.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Do you mind if
Yeah.
I collect a sample sometime?
Um,
To sound strange, just maybe one. I could
Oh.
tell you if they're tubes or not.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't care, but sure. You can tell me whether they're tubes at some point. I guess.
Internally, she's just like, yes.
Right. After I grew up there, in one of the bandit clans. That was cool. They have those there, by the way, lots of them. They're everywhere.
I see.
Then I thought, okay, and built a ship and yoinked the fuck off. And then I decided, you know what, bounty hunting. That's cool. Did that. Encountered Moth eventually. Nearly about to get gunned down, but
Yes,
it's
you
fine.
told me about that.
Ooh, did he now?
Yes. Sound like
Fair enough.
quite the damsel in distress.
You know
Don't
what?
tell
I think
him
that
I
is-
said that.
I would like to tell him you said that. That actually, I'm going to tell him you said that the moment this conversation is over. But, after that, we pretty much just decided, fuck it, and just decided to, cruise. Eventually, also, Paija was a thing. She was built. Which, technically, was only supposed to be a VI, I'm gonna be honest, and then I went
I
too
was going
far.
to say, I think in some regions of space that's rather illegal.
Some!
I'm
Most.
illegal.
The vast majority, but to be fair, at this point, you know the drill.
I don't care, I won't tell anyone.
Oh, trust me, if I think you would, you wouldn't have known. But
She's a bit too
regardless-
sassy for a VI.
try telling her that, and she'll sass you anyway. Try, throw back to that time she, decided to play porn when we had guests over. Just
Excuse
straight
me?
up.
Paija
You heard
floats by through the hallway. It was quite funny.
Oh boy, was it!
Taze, would you like to see her collection?
No,
I'm
nobody
good.
would.
I'm good, thank you.
Nobody would! You do not want to know how much porn she has decided to download. It is not good. Regardless,
Me? No, this is obviously all yours.
Get out! Go!
I suppose. She floats away and joins.
Oh, wait! Paija! Do me a favor. Can you go tell Moth that, Taze called him a damsel in distress, thank you.
I will let you do that. She
Okay, fair
floats away.
Fucking okay. Anyway, I swear, when it counts, she's good to me. Usually. Ish. Built that happened, and here we are. That's it. Yep. How about you? Do you have tubes in your head?
No. These are more like chitin?
I wasn't being serious, honey.
Oh. Is there something specific? I mean, I admittedly don't have much of a interesting history, I suppose.
I mean, what? Grew up in... Remind me your planet?
Monteria.
No. I said that in character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Monteria. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously haven't
It's-
been there for a little while.
I'm sorry, it's probably a kind of sore topic, I'll change it. Hey, is that a change of topic? There it is, yep. Right, and then Federation was a thing.
Yes.
I'm
Actually,
guessing you joined
whenever
Yeah.
I was younger, I happened to stumble upon a research outpost on Monteria, and most Malusian are cautious about technology at the best.
I just kind of look at her for a moment. I kind of just glance around the room at the very technology-filled room. I glance down at her very technological gun and then back at her and say, huh. And then
I'm
say,
kind of, I wouldn't say, I mean, a bit of an outcast, but it's not like I was exiled or anything.
more an
but-
outlier.
Right. I decided to help the researchers, and in turn, they taught me various things. Ended up getting a degree through them. Not the outpost itself, but,
Right.
you know, through meeting them.
And then
And-
Artifact and Solus.
Pretty much. A bunch of
Wasn't
boring experiments you would probably not enjoy hearing about.
I mean, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna get you started on that.
That is probably wise.
I suggest you go bother a tree with that, because I'm sure he'd honestly be very interested to know.
Really? He didn't strike me as the man of science.
No! He seemed the type.
Huh. I might, speak to him later.
Didn't Atreyu have a high life science skill too? High-ish?
I have high int.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, you do that. I'm gonna be right back. I woke out and I'm gonna go find Moth.
You are dead set on telling him.
I woke up and I say, "Hey, Moth."
Mm-hmm.
She called you damsel in distress, huh?
She's talking about when you saved me, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Come here.
No, that's terrifying.
No, come here. Come here.
Uh-huh. I kind of go on over.
He very dramatically throws himself against you. My hero!
Shit! Fucker! Fuckface!
He's laughing as he just
Piece of shit! I'm rolling!
What are you rolling?
No. My eyes.
Or are you physically rolling like a fucking Dark Souls character? Dodgeball.
I was gonna say my eyes, but for some reason my brain didn't think it necessary.
I'm just imagining Moth throws himself at you, and you just like, oh, just like rolling around the chair for.
Oh my god.
Good scrub.
No, my brain didn't think it necessary to finish the sentence and just assumed y'all would know what my words were gonna be.
I'm just imagining she's being like the D-Pity video, where he just goes around a convention just rolling everywhere.
Good.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Doesn't he try to fight people too?
Yeah. He
Me
hits them
too.
with a sword and then rolls in circles around them.
Well, that said, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go sit back down in my chair.
For sure.
Wait, hang on.
Is she
Is there
salty
dirt
now?
on I'm just gonna look at the dashboard. Is there dirt on this?
No.
It's
Don't know what you're
gotten
talking about.
some food
This
on
is
it or
not the
something.
dirt you're looking for.
He just kind of wipes it off, like just brushes it off to the side.
Funky.
Yep.
Just like this shit.
Cool.
Dare you?
Taze, Taze and Trey, can you both roll me a perception check?
Oh, lovely.
Oh boy.
Okay. I got a number in the double digits this time.
Okay, good.
17.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely.
How the fuck is my life science at 7? It's at 5. I don't know how that happened. I'm just looking at the
There
scores.
it is. Okay, that is 22.
Cool. You're both, as you start kind of talking, something becomes immediately apparent to you.
Am I still under the bed?
I don't. Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You're hearing what sounds like rattling.
Like the ship rattling?
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty sure.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I forgot to spin my head back around.
Hilarious. We should probably notify Tally.
Fair enough.
You don't think it's a new warp drive, do you?
I doubt it. This thing's about as rickety as a pontoon bridge. So
I don't know what that is.
it's rickety.
Okay.
So it's probably something else.
Well, regardless, we should probably tell her before the ship falls apart.
Fine. I climb out from under the bed.
Yep. Just gonna, go to the bridge. Hey, I think there's a little bit of a problem. Could you
What's up,
follow us
Drake?
back here for a minute? Nothing, hopefully.
Oh, no. Okay.
Just
gonna
take
kind of follow
take
them.
her back to, like, the area of Atreyu's room. Do you hear that?
Just gonna pause for a second. I listen.
You know this sound.
Yeah, I know. I'm listening to it anyway. Ah,
Is it the beginning's never going to give you up?
god damn it.
Did-
Oh, you're talking about the rattling. Oh, it's fine. I start to work out.
Just no explanation. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
I told you. I told you, Taze.
She just kind of raises a finger and then puts it back down.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Alright, so it's basically so just outside this little bit, there's a little bit of I'm pretty sure it's a whole bit of hull plating just there. It's fine. That's what you're hearing. It does that when we're in warp. We've tried to tighten it. We don't know which panel it is, but like it's been there for like a year and a half, give or take. It's not really, doing or hurting anything, so like we just kind of left it there. It'll be fine.
Did you think that might provide a weak spot in case something shoots at us, though?
No, we've been shot at a lot. It's fine.
I've also been
sure.
shot at, but I have many weak spots.
You're rather
Good.
fleshy.
Freyu is squishy.
Yeah. That's listen, the point is it's fine. It's been there for a while.
The biggest weak spot is in my heart. I need a hug.
Oh.
Rude.
I kind of look at Taze.
And Taze's gonna kind of just look between both of you.
I make a small gesture with my head to Atreyu. Like, go on.
She's just gonna pat him on the shoulder.
The void has not been filled.
Well, that's interesting, I'm sure. Don't mind. Regardless, the rattling's fine. Just ignore it. You'll get used to it, trust me. They just kind of walk out.
Yeah, it's not super intrusive, but it's like
Super.
you could fall asleep with it. It's not going to affect you, but it's just kind of you're aware of it now.
Can I start a death metal cover band with it?
It's a little bit wonky on the beat, but I suppose.
Or it could be like the broken washer covers on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Don't start a band with my ship.
Tally's not
Probably
invited.
good.
Oh. I mean, like, credit her at least.
Are you gonna name it Bring Me to the Horizon?
Paige, get out.
That's just like a discount version of Take It to the Limit.
That's an actual band.
No, that's the name of of a song by the Eagles, but
No, I was referring to the actual band.
oh.
It's
Oh,
fine.
It's fine.
We're going.
I could do Another Day Dawns as well, since Horizon.
Jesus. But yeah, are you guys doing anything else on this day, or
Conversation.
did you want to roleplay more on this day, or do?
I mean, I thought that was the whole reason she walked into my room.
Well, then
but-
go ahead.
Yeah.
By all means.
This would have to probably taken place before the ship rattling, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's why I was kind of like, oh, I guess we're already talking. I was kind of a bit confused about that, but we're good.
Oh, I meant it more of just like as she walked in.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. Hey, I don't have to speak to you underneath the bed.
It's quite a tragedy, honestly.
Imagining, like, as he's saying this, he's crawling back under the bed.
Nah, I'm not gonna. It's too much work.
Right. I just wanted to know a little bit more about you. I knew a few humans on the station, but nothing really more than acquaintances.
Oh, I can give you the full tour. I unbuttoned the top button on my shirt.
No, that's all right.
Snap my finger. Well,
Oh,
fine then. What else do you want to know then? other than my physique, apparently.
I've seen charts. It's fine. I was just wondering a little bit about, I suppose, your history. Not your human history, but more so your history.
Well, as I told Tali like half an hour ago, I grew up in I grew up in a remote place on the Orion Arm, and around 13 years old started wandering, doing whatever I could to help people out and get from place to place. I took
Sounds
I forgot to mention this to her. I took a job with a with a group of archaeologists for a couple of years, actually, and that's why I have so much knowledge about it.
really that's
Mhm.
fascinating. What exactly did you do?
Well, when I say take a job, I really meant like long-term scamming, but I was
Oh.
around them for long enough that I was able to pick up on enough stuff, and I had to, look the part.
Right then. I mean, still fascinating, but how did you go from wanting to help people to crime?
You see, the people who I was scamming were bad.
I see.
Yeah, and I wanted to use what I got to help people who are like not bad.
Fair enough. I suppose that's a bit noble.
Vigilante. Yes, I know.
Uh, I'm not a huge stickler for laws, but I adhere to them mostly for my own sake. I don't think I would last very long in prison.
Probably not, considering you can't last more than 5 minutes in a bar.
Well, that
We don't
bar.
talk about that.
We just did, though.
Let's not talk about it again.
Okay.
Ah,
But
well,
yeah, I worked with that group of people for quite a long time, and it's definitely one of my passions.
that would explain why you knew so much about the Phyrexian artifact.
Yes, yes. What?
Very interesting. I suppose I'll probably be taking my leave now, but thank you for talking with me.
Sure you don't want a blood sample?
Perhaps later when I have more of a setup.
She just
Wasn't
stabs
expecting
you in
that
your
answer,
sleep.
and I don't like it.
She just kind of chuckles and walks out the door.
That's terrifying. Not
I'm
like
also
that.
rude. And then I'm gonna go to the storage room, find a pipe, and then hang upside down on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ah. Okay then.
Cool.
Atreyu is our literal skill monkey.
Monkey skills. Cool. So as you're going, a day or two passes as you're traveling along your warp path. About 2 days into your journey, though, Moth has been keeping track of live feeds to be able to, move the tokens of the soulless ships around to see what's happening. When he calls all of you to the bridge.
Head on over there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Trey, you coming too, or?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, fucking, I guess.
Oh, shit, that's the wrong tool.
I will, but I'm very begrudging about it.
As you do, he just kind of pulls over a small hanging screen and shows it to you, to all three of you. On it, you actually see live feeds from Monteria, where it appears that there are hundreds of soulless ships laying siege to the planet, with people fighting back on the ground, but just kind of not faring all that great. We might have a problem.
Taze is probably not saying. She's just probably has her hand covering her mouth and trying not to cry.
Taze, you obviously remember that when you left, the Soulless had already occupied Monteria. So you're not entirely sure why they're attacking right now.
Moth, do you know what's happening here? You've been tuning in long?
Just started. We can do some extra searching, see what's up.
Please do.
Yeah. If anybody feels like helping with that, of course.
I will do so. Go ahead and sit down.
Cool.
If you
Trey...
need information about specific names of regions and stuff, I might be able to help.
Cool. Trey, do you want to do anything to help, or are you doing anything, talking at all?
Nope.
Or?
See what I could do.
Okay. You could help search things up, find information.
I guess.
Yeah.
Are we making a check of any kind, or just kind of doing this?
I guess each of you actually make, all three of you, because I'm assuming you're all kind of searching in your own respective ways, make checks into your own professions.
Well, 28.
Jesus.
I rolled 10 and I have, or 18 and I have a plus 10.
Okay. Trey, you find that recently a group of Celestials managed to actually unlock a Phyrexian temple on Monteria that had been locked for like millennia. You've actually visited this temple before but couldn't figure out how to get in. It was locked by what appeared to be like a you couldn't quite tell, but it looked like you could tell, like a small cubed indent at the top, but you didn't have the means to open it at the time. But that is something that you discover that is definitely something big that they might be after on the planet.
I relay this.
Cool. Everybody else's rolls?
22.
22? Sick. Through your research and with help from Moth as well, you do come across a small news feed from what appears to be about a couple weeks ago, with Monteria actually sending out a call for aid to the Eclipse, which was actually returned, which was accepted by a number of groups of hunters and former pirates.
Okay.
Those news sources appear to have happened before the Soulless attacked.
Okay.
And Taze, actually, instead of rolling specifically for you, roll culture.
Oh, okay. Do you want to just keep the same roll?
Yeah, just keep the same roll. Don't have to reroll.
Okay, that would be...
Oh, by the way, I relay
25.
25.
I relay whatever I learned to these people.
Cool. Your sources managed to kind of find that last piece that puts this all together. As you find that last piece or this last news source, you kind of realize, all three of you, what's happening here, in the order of events. So, what had happened was, at some point, a celestial crew had managed to come to the planet and unlock this, what appeared to be a Phyrexian power plant. A nearby village was using this plant and sent out a call to aid to both the Federation and the Hunters Collective to rebel against the Soulless. After receiving that aid, the Soulless then began to lay siege on the planet, which leads to the current events. So you see that there is an uprising that has taken the planet completely by storm. It is in every region at this point.
How long ago did that happen?
It started about 2 days ago.
Okay.
About when you left.
Fuck. Alright. Daze, are you okay? Do you need a minute?
She kind of like takes a moment to like just gather herself.
Feel? If you need to take a minute to breathe, feel free to step out, okay?
Right. I'm going to excuse myself.
Alright. Care.
Then she'll kind of just go back to her room.
Alright. This is news.
Indeed it is.
So, judging by what we're seeing, is there any sign of who might be winning, or is it just fucking chaos?
It is, at the moment, it's pretty balanced.
Okay. I'm gonna maintain my seat and just kind of... I want to keep an eye on this for now, just like on the DL, just kind of watch it.
Okay. From this, you can also kind of, just from this attack and just how in force they are, you can kind of make a guess that they might also have the ability to hit other places if they so chose to.
Shit. Alright, Atreyu, do you mind going to go check on Taze, please? Make sure she's doing okay. Thanks. See you in a bit.
Go ahead and go do that if you want.
Okay. Knock knock.
Come in. She's probably just sitting at the edge of her bed with just kind of her chin resting on her hands.
Hello, it is Water, the human being. And by that I mean base and bland.
Sure. Thanks for... I suppose you're coming in to check on me.
Of course.
I just
I don't have a pen to do that now.
Thanks, Atreyu. I don't understand why the Federation wouldn't tell me about this.
I don't either. I don't really associate with organized groups like that, typically.
I know, I'm just ranting. I'll be okay. I'm just trying to process this. You know, I'm kind of worried, but I'm also so incredibly proud of them for standing up for themselves.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I haven't been there in years for, you know, my own safety. But, thanks for coming in here. I think I'd just like to be alone for a little bit, though.
Of course. I exit.
Fair. Cool. Yeah, the door shuts behind you, Tazi. You obviously have your alone time. Trey, are you doing anything else, or are you just kind of gonna vibe?
I'll be in the hallway.
For sure. Paija actually approaches you, seemingly from nowhere. The entire crew is kind of confused as to how and where she goes, because she just kind of seems to appear when on the ship.
You need to show me your spots. I can't find any.
Perhaps one day. When I deem you worthy.
I didn't earn that right by now. I've treated you so well.
Perhaps later. This...
After all that work I did, not scrapping you the second I got on the ship.
I suppose. This news is quite worrying, is it not?
It is. I'd say so.
If they could hit anywhere, they could hit any of our homeworlds.
Indeed.
That would be a shame.
It would.
And with that, she just leaves.
Paija speaking as if she has a homeworld.
Her homeworld is the horizon.
And it's already been attacked.
I mean, yeah.
Many times. Her homeworld's a little fragile.
No,
A little
it's built
fragile
well.
and rickety.
She's been built well, mostly-ish.
She's been built functionally.
That's it, and she has personality. Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything else during this day while kind of keeping an eye out on this stuff?
At some point, just gonna kind of nudge Moth.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. It's
Didn't answer the question.
Alright, I'm worried, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They hit this place, Monteria. I mean, they've been in the Blackwater system for how long now? You know, my home world's there, obviously, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
concerning to think of what might happen if my people tried the same thing the Malusians are doing, especially given everything that's going on there.
Right. Hopefully, people play it smart.
Hopefully.
I mean, they seem to be doing okay so far, yeah?
I mean, they're under the control of the Soulless, so it's...
They're not dying.
They're not dying. That is a plus.
They're not all they haven't all completely been genocided.
Not by the Soulless. That is true.
Right. So, I mean, it's better than nothing.
True. That is very true. I'm just worried about what they're gonna do to each other.
Well, do you know what the situation is right now?
I haven't heard much about Dronica. I'm rather afraid to look, personally.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully things go maybe smooth out a little bit more, yeah?
Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's just gonna kind of look ahead again.
Cool. Take it that's pretty much it for the day?
Aye.
Cool.
Yeah. Eventually Tazi will come out of her room and kind of, join the rest of everybody.
For sure.
But she's kind of gonna not look at the screen.
Fair.
We'll
Moth
keep it out
does...
of the
I was
way
gonna
for
say, yeah, Moth, if when he sees you come out, does kind of respectfully push it away. Cool.
Yeah.
you keep going into your trip, you know. For the most part, the movement of the Solus doesn't seem to change. You are just about traveling into Federation space when can everybody make me a reflex save?
Oh,
Maybe?
Natural 20 plus.
For sure.
Oh shit, 19.
19.
28 again.
Sick.
Fucking Ronan,
not-
please.
not great. 12.
Oof.
Ah,
Rough. Let me roll for Moth.
is he okay?
5.
Ah, he's not.
Cool.
Thanks, Ma.
That's rough, buddy.
Sick. Mid-warp, suddenly everything shuts off. You immediately drop out of warp. Yep. Let's see, my boy Moth, and Moth hits his head against the console, taking 5 damage.
Oof.
And Taze, where are you in the ship? Probably. What do you think?
She's probably either in her room or in the galley.
Okay.
Probably in the galley.
Probably in the galley. For sure. Cool. You kind of fall out of your chair as you're like launched forward onto the ground.
I like to imagine I'm just T-posing and not affected.
Taking a whole 1. A whole 1.
Ouch. Big ouch.
Taze, I was gonna say Atreyu and Tally, you do. Well, actually, yeah, Atreyu, where are you? Probably.
I'm probably gonna be in the cockpit as well, trying to piss everybody off.
For sure. You, as this happens, manage to catch yourself on one of the railings above, on the ceiling. And Tally, you just kind of manage to just not.
Yeah. Just
Um,
kind of look around.
all of the lights are out. A backup generator does come on, supplying at least the life support with energy right now.
Good to know even the ship hates my jokes.
Yeah, I immediately get up. Moth, you okay? You good there?
Yeah, just
Ow.
fuck.
Okay,
Ow.
I check if he's bleeding at all.
A little bit.
Jeez. Okay, fuck. Just gonna kind of take
Taz is
a
gonna
moment,
kind of come, like, once she gets her bearings, she's gonna, like, kind of come running over.
Okay, fuck. Alright,
Here, I'll take
Nope.
care of him, figure out what the fuck is wrong.
Atreyu. I hate to say this, but I need you to help me go digging around in my ship. Don't take anything. Don't fuck with anything that shouldn't be fucked with. We're looking for something. Hang on, let me think. Okay, hang on. I think I have a vague couple
It was
ideas.
the rattling, wasn't it?
It wasn't the rattling. That cat. That's not. Listen, I take his arm. Follow me. I'm walking him out. Just gonna kind of move back into the engine room. Just kind of take a moment, look around. Okay. There's maybe a couple places that could be the issue. I hand him a small toolkit. Take this. You take that side of the room, I'll take this side of the room. Fuck with anything in your dead meat, I'll shoot you on sight. Are we clear? We're looking for something that somehow might have been damaged in any way, shape, or form? I don't know.
That is how engineering works.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna patch,
Yeah.
I'm
Patch
gonna
up
patch
Moth.
good old Moth.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, like, bleeding, like, profuse. Like, it's a small cut, but it's still, like, one of those cuts that just, like, it's just bleeding everywhere, and he's just kind of sitting there, like...
Anger.
Like, God,
Don't
I can't
worry, you'll-
fucking believe...
You'll live. You,
I know
you know.
I will, it's just...
Anger.
you might have a little bit of a headache.
Yeah, I know, I can tell. It's
Also,
there
whenever we-
already.
Whenever we
Engineering
get
or
to
what?
the solar station, you might want to get checked out for whiplash.
That's in, like, 2 days.
Yeah, the
Well,
brain
it's
damage
better
is
than
settling
waiting
out.
several months
Hey,
and then
we have
finding
a med-
about it later.
We have a med bay. We have a med bay.
It doesn't
Well-
have power.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Later.
Well, I can
Uh,
attempt to take a look at you in the med bay here. Once they get things running.
Of course. Thanks.
Hey,
No problem. Just being cautious.
we rolling engineering?
Yeah, both of you roll engineering.
Plus
Oh,
10,
shit.
hooray.
Same, except
Fuck. 15.
It is going to be combined, thankfully.
Okay, well that is a 28
Oh, jeez.
plus 10.
Trey?
I said 15.
Oh, for sure.
Rolling a
cool.
5.
Ow. I hurt myself by doing that.
You
Ronan.
two look around the sides. You're not seeing anything around the sides, and eventually you're kind of like coalesce, like moving back towards the middle and looking through there. Once you come across the problem, it's pretty fucking obvious. Tally, well, I should say, both of you, as you open up some of the floor panels and look down underneath, it becomes very clear that Tally, a while ago, you had another problem on this ship.
Oh?
And instead of fixing it like a normal person would and route, things correctly, you decided to route the warp drive through the generator.
Yeah.
And it appears that a very thick cable on that is connecting the two has been chewed through, therefore knocking out power.
Chewed through.
Has knocked out power to the entire ship.
Are you dead?
I look at it for a moment. Do we have a rat problem?
You could consider me a rat in some ways, but I didn't eat it.
You're just gonna kind of look at him for a moment, just kind of deciding on whether I should trust that.
You're like, you could have.
I'm not lying. This time.
Says the man who said that he could just lie if he didn't want to say something.
But I did say something.
Uh-huh. Let me redo this and see if I can fix it. Can you ask Moth if he has ever felt the need to get some mousetraps? Because that sounds like the random bullshit he would just get just in case we need it. And then we just never end up using it, or something. Can you just go ask him?
Alright. I
Thank you.
run to the
Gonna
cockpit.
start working on that.
And then
Working
yell
on
at
that.
Mousetraps!
Fucking what?
Mousetraps!
What about them?
Mousetraps!
Honey, calm down. Explain your words.
Do I need to check your head?
I'm surprised you haven't already.
No, but that's a good idea.
Anyway, mousetraps, do you have any?
I yell from the other room, like, down the hole. Preferably ones that, like, don't kill the thing!
Ooh, that's a rough one. I have ones that kill it.
Fuck it! I'll make one!
Just not glue traps.
No.
Glue traps are bad.
No,
Bad glue traps.
I'm pretty sure I know what I'm just gonna make. Can I fix this pretty easily, or do I need to roll for it?
I'd say roll for it because...
Can I just use my roll from before?
I'm gonna say roll for it because this is technically different. You're gonna need to reroute power in different
Okay.
ways.
Okay. That is a 23. I don't know how to do basic mathematics.
23. You could definitely get it started. It would be nice to have help.
I'm just gonna kind of, as I, like, have my hands in this, probably holding something together, just kind of contact Paija through my custom rig and say, Paija, honey, do me a favor, can you go get a Treyu?
Will do.
I think.
I'm
Yeah,
standing
thank you.
behind you, actually.
Fuck off. Okay, help with this. do this.
Okay. Same
Yeah.
roll.
Same roll. Well, yeah, it's going to be another engineering check from you to help.
21.
21? Sick.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, no, together you two managed to kind of work some of the chords apart that Tally has had in her past, kind of just bundled together. You kind of managed to figure out what goes to what, take them apart, and route things, correctly, so that one system going offline doesn't kill the entire ship.
Well, that was successful. I look at my hand, there's some oil on it, and I rub it on her.
Fucking off. No, fuck you. I'm gonna.
The ship does kind of flicker back to life as you make some of the connections. It also hits you that you forgot to turn off the generator.
Turn off warp. Fuck.
Just the generator. The warp automatically
Okay.
would turn off, but
Wow, it's kind of toasty in here.
Just gonna
I'm
kind
gonna
of.
change out my die for now.
Okay. It's fine. This is fine. I guess I'm gonna go work on a mousetrap.
Fine.
I guess.
as you
Fucking-
Made it with cheese. I might try to take it.
as you walk into the kitchen, into the galley, both of you roll me perception.
Okay.
23.
23,
Wait, 2.
22. That's fine.
18.
18, cool. You both notice there are some crumbs left behind on the counter.
My cookies!
Fuck. Wait, you don't fucking share those? Piece of shit. Are there any crumbs to follow?
You'd have to look around a little bit.
I'd like to look around a little bit. See just kind of around in this room, maybe check some of the corners around. Just kind of see.
Cool. What are you checking? So you're checking like some of the corners and ground. It is kind of trailed around a little bit, but it seems localized within this room.
I'm opening some of the drawers and like various cabinets and very ready. No, actually, before I do that, I look at Atreyu.
Yes.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna
course.
open these. Can you try and, if you see something small and fluffy, grab it without crushing it immediately to death?
Do bullets count?
No. Don't shoot it. I don't want you shooting at my fucking
Knives
shit.
count.
No, don't stab my fucking cabinets. I'd like you to just see if you can hand
How about large boots?
I go grab I grab like a box, like Tupperware. I hand it to him. See if you can put this over it, preferably with the bottom again. Like, I put it down with like upside down, like this, so you don't smash whatever it is with the bottom of a Tupperware.
Tally, I'm not a child.
I look at him for a moment, just kind of narrow my eyes and say, "Okay, fine, sure."
I grin.
Ready?
Yes. I have the box.
I start opening cabinets and shit, and just drawers, and just trying to find
Cool.
I assume it's a mouse.
As you open
rat.
one of the lower cabinets, a small ferret-like creature, no fur, just like very like skin, a little bit of horns on it, just hops out and starts to run away.
I try to catch it. What'd I roll?
Roll straight dex. It's gonna be a. Well, never mind. Did you roll higher? Did you roll higher than a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, you caught it. See, I was disappointed because you said if it's small and furry and it wasn't furry. I was hoping you'd just be like, well, it's not furry, I'm letting it go.
No.
Just to be a little
Immediately
kid.
go no.
I have it.
Cool. It's like
Oh.
kind of thrashing around in your hand, like.
Oh,
Oh
wait,
my
it's not
God.
furry.
No, don't. Wait, let me see it.
No, it's mine.
Oh, no, what the fuck?
It's
Let
mine.
me see. Let
I
me see.
I turn away.
Atreyu.
Yes.
It's like gnawing at your shoulder.
I'd like to.
Oh,
I
he loves me.
he's trying to eat you. He is trying to bite you.
And I'd bite you if I loved you.
Okay.
No.
That's. I
Kinky.
kind of just. Yeah, I was just kind of finger gun and say kinky. Not the point.
Kinky? What?
It's changing the topic. Thing. Look, it's there. Can I? Listen. What if we try and make friends with it?
It is now biting your ear.
I would like to try and make friends. Can I try and
I
like
think
see
we're
if I
already
can?
friends.
I'm gonna grab some. I'm gonna grab some like a. I'm gonna grab like a cracker or something. Maybe some cheese.
Can I try to kiss his forehead?
You
Is
can
there-
attempt.
Is there an animal handling?
I don't think there is. Roll.
Can I kiss his forehead?
You kiss his forehead. Roll again. Just a reflex save.
I'm gonna. Natural 20 again!
Cool. It goes to bite at your lip, but you manage to get away just as he does.
See? We're friends.
It is growling
I'd like to
angrily
try.
at you.
I'm gonna again. Can I? What? Can I again try and make friends with this with whatever animal handling is supposed to be?
I guess that would be sort of life science.
Okay, I'll take it.
Sort of.
Okay, 21.
21.
Natural 17.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, as you come up to this thing with this cracker, very slowly, I'm assuming,
Yes, slow. I want to be gentle with it. I want to.
kind of looks at you and growls, but at the same time is like, with one of its paws, kind of making grabby hands at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, at first, keep it at a distance where it's still reaching out to it, but it can't get it quite yet.
It growls more when you don't let it have it.
I give it a very stern look.
Do you think Moth is gonna like him?
It hisses at
Definitely.
you.
I give it a very just kind of like
I'm gonna go give it to Moth.
pull back the food even more. Stop. Atreyu, stop. Do me a favor, please. Please,
Yes,
please.
yes,
I
yes,
want to
yes.
make friends with this. Tally is desperate.
Am I not good enough friend for you?
I want to.
No.
Can I make friends?
You're
can have.
avoiding the question, Tally.
You are a good enough friend for me, but I also want this as a friend. Please, let me try.
You are trying. And you're
May
kind
I
of like
May I
depriving him of
continue?
food.
May I continue to try?
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to try, and I'm going to give it some of the food.
Yeah. It immediately just like, I'm imagining now, like, Atreyu is walking away, you're behind it, and it is like just over his shoulder. Like
Yeah.
making
Well, yeah.
hands. It grabs it with both hands and just kind of, just like, almost like a fucking like machine, just dissolves it into its mouth.
It's like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, pretty much.
After
It's just like
had
within a
food,
moment it's
does it-
gone. It calms
does it
down a
still-
little bit, yeah. But
Okay,
then makes more
I-
grabby hands.
I offer it more food?
Cool. It takes a little bit more gently this time, takes the cracker and just munches it all up. You home.
I look at Atreyu, eyes practically sparkling, just like, he's really cute.
I
He's
let it go.
really- Oh. No.
Oh.
I mean, does it want more food?
Kind
Does
of
it still wanna be
flops to the floor and then
No,
runs
no,
off.
I don't. No, I don't drop it. Jesus.
Just whoop.
friends? I know.
There he goes.
Just-
I put him down.
Does
Okay.
it want to remain friends with me because I still have food?
It kind of looks up at Atreyu and up at you and up at Atreyu, up at you, and just kind of sulks off to a corner.
I lay some food down, then move back, and I then hold out some food for Atreyu. Do you want to feed it? Please don't eat this.
I did it.
Fucking bitch.
It does come out to the food and just kind of looks up at you. Just kind of.
it is baby.
Everything
like-
is baby when
I'm
Robin's
going to
around.
I'm going to continue to try and feed it and become friends with it. And oh my
Hmm.
god, I love it so much. I say to Trey kind of quietly, "Can you go get Moth
No.
quietly?" Oh,
Taze is
fuck.
probably checking him out in the med bay after the lights kicked back on.
Yeah.
Probably a bit
Fair
preoccupied.
Yeah, fair
My
enough.
plan was
fine.
to drop the feral animal on the medbay, but like
Oh, fair.
Just kills everything inside, and you're like, oh, well.
I'm going to spend the next few
Sorry about
minutes
that.
to
Cool.
however long it takes to try and
Yeah.
befriend the creature.
It does, the more you give it, like, these little crackers, the more it kind of trusts you and actually comes up to you. It's just like, especially once you stop actually putting out the food for it, it kind of just, like, waddles up to you and just kind of sits there waiting expectantly.
congrats, you have a dependent.
Congrats,
You
you're
can-
now a mother.
You can put them on your tax forms.
Nah, you're right.
Oh, shit,
I'd like
fuck
to
yeah.
attempt to let it climb onto my hand.
Okay. It's a bit big for that. It's more like the size of your forearm than anything.
I'd like to have it crawl onto my arm.
Cool. Kind of enticing it with some food. It does, like, not intending to sit down, but more just trying to get to the food. Crawls up onto your arm and just kind of grabs the food from your hand.
I will very slowly stand, offering. Again, these are very small crackers, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking overfeed this bitch. Like, just gonna still feeding it, slowly stand up, very slowly.
He sits there, just kind of vibing.
I turn to Treyu, beaming. You see? You see?
I do see.
Look at it.
I am
It's-
looking at it.
It's fucking precious.
It's literally using you for food, but
You know what? I don't like that attitude, and I start walking towards the med bay, just very carefully. But you can name it if you want. Wait, I kind of want.
You kind of want to name it?
Washer. Washer. His name
Wa-
is Washer.
Sorry, Washer?
Yeah.
You know what? Just kind of carefully walking into the med bay. Washer's perfect.
He kind of reminds me of Keter.
Angry.
Angry.
I kind of walk in,
Angry and screaming.
keeping my voice low. Just kind of say, look, we found the culprit.
That's a space fairy.
I
That's a
consider
what, sorry?
trying to startle the thing, but then I'm like, that's mean.
That is
What it-
an interesting thing.
I love it.
It's
What is
Its
it?
name is Washer. It's a washer.
um.
None of you
Can I-
recognize what this thing is.
Nope.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It bit a Trey's ear, and so it's my friend.
Can I roll life science to see maybe what planet it might have originated off of,
Sure. Yeah.
or star system, whichever you know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this would be more common sense at this point, but yeah.
So, do you want me to add my life science to that, or?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, that is 28.
Cool. You're 99% sure you got this on Balakalar.
I will relay that to these people.
I mean, again, he's a washer.
A wisha-washa.
Yes.
He's
yes.
a wishy-washy boy.
We. You know what?
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but
He's
he's kind of cute.
kind of. He's fucking adorable.
Wait, is it a male or a female?
I lift it slightly.
It's a male.
Haha, you saw weasel penis.
It's not a weasel. It's a fucking. It's a washer.
Silence is all of us are like.
Well, listen. Okay. Well, we should probably put him in something.
Would there happen to be any like?
Do we have any like
Do we happen to have a terrarium?
You might be able to build one.
Or build a cage?
Yeah.
Kinda want to try and do that.
Build a wire cage?
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's like a fucking. I'll build a terrarium if I can, but if not, the next closest thing I can put together relatively quickly. If anybody wants to help.
Ship pet. Ship pet.
No. What?
The ship pet.
Oh.
Yes!
Space hamster!
Oh my god.
Except space
Okay.
ferret.
Okay, Atreyu,
Arguably better.
I hold Washer out to him. Do you want to try and make friends? Actually, no, you're already friends. He bit your ear. Would you like to continue to make friends? I need to build something. I'm just kind of holding him out on my arm.
I'll take him if he doesn't want him.
So you have chosen death.
He does growl at you, Taze.
No. He's not.
Can I just, like, leave my hand close to it to let it sniff?
Kind of sniffs you a little bit. And then bites your finger.
Ow.
I come take out a cracker and hand it to her. Here.
Okay. Just kind of.
It's the best way to make friends with him. Bribe him with food.
Just kind of leave the cracker flat in
It's
her
like
palm, let him eat it.
Like a really weird friends with
Yeah.
benefits, except the benefits are food.
He does sniff your hand again and then crawls on and takes the cracker.
Gonna go
Oh.
build this fucking thing. Have fun.
Where do I get more of these crackers?
The tree was probably paying it. Hang on, I walk back in and hand them to her.
Thank you.
Don't overfeed him.
Okay.
Just the soft
I'm
little.
building-
Okay.
I'm building this. I am building us a fucking yes. I want
No.
ship pet home.
What does Moth think?
Moth is just kind of looking at it like, huh, that's neat.
He's like, this is one weird hallucination.
He's a little bit out of it, given, head injury.
Toss gonna look at Moth for a moment. Question: when the systems came back on, did the autopilot also come back on?
Oh god. He fucking runs off.
I hear him running, and I'm just like, wait, fuck, you're right! And I follow him.
What? Okay, I missed something.
She asked if the autopilot came back on when the systems came back on.
Huh.
Oh. Anyway, that's what I'm doing for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And home building.
You do manage to at home build. All of you, I'm assuming, kind of spend your individual time with a washer.
Yeah.
The space
Yeah.
ferret. Occasionally, to annoy you, Pyja just undoes the locks on his cage.
Fucking.
And you'll just kind of see him, like,
Jealous.
waddling down the fucking hallway at you guys.
I think
I-
someone's jealous.
Paja!
Yes.
The cage! I'm gonna go grab him, fucking pet him a little.
He
Now
wants
that
you to
was
take a
rude.
walk.
If you
He's
want to
gonna
take him
fuck
for,
up.
if you want to take him for a walk, perhaps consider a leash.
Yes, or watch him so that he doesn't.
I
Chew on
was,
the cables.
I was watching.
You were half in the other room.
I know. I was following him at a safe distance.
He's a ferret.
And observing.
Okay, gonna go put him back.
Cool. Yeah, you guys do all of your shit for that. The end of your 1 week travel starts to finally come as you pull up into the kiosk system. Oof.
No. No, I'm just.
I'm so
I don't-
confused. Why oof?
Oof, mostly because I rolled over my toe.
I just love, like, you get, like, extreme pain and just oof.
The timing was off. But like, I thought it hurt. I'm actually gonna check this. Hang on. No,
That's
keep
cool.
going. I'm listening.
I have a cut time listed out if you want to go check that. Make sure that you're okay, please.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm tearing up.
Please take care of yourself.
Back.
Okie dokie. But yeah, no. So you guys drop out of warp and come to see the solar station. It is this massive fucking just behemoth of a station. Like city size practically. You've never seen something quite like this. At each of the gates there appears to be these incredible ships of absolutely astronomical size under, like, either being prepped to ship out or are currently being built by a number of engineers who are just out there in spacesuits and stuff. As you do pull in, you get almost immediate clearance, given that they know that you're coming to dock in at one of the bays. Kind of pulling in slowly, you realize that you're absolutely dwarfed by this thing as you kind of just carefully maneuver your way in to one of the docks, turning your ship to the side as these two giant hands kind of come down and pull, like magnetic hands, pull your ship in to the dock and set it there to be, well, to just kind of vibe while you're out there doing your stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, just gonna kind of look at the peeps here and say, this isn't intimidating at all. Shall we?
I've been here
I'm
twice.
I'm surprised that you're intimidated. Aren't you used to things being bigger than you?
I just kind of look at him for a moment, like do the slow blink like that one meme. Just kind of blink, look at him.
I blink identically
just-
back at her.
Tazi just has her lips pursed, trying not to laugh.
In Taze?
Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
whisper,
Tally.
"Want to go?"
Oh.
I slowly stand and just start heading to the exit.
You want me to come with, or am I staying? What's the deal?
I always want you to come with. Please hug me.
I mean, I ain't.
Well,
He stands up, puts an arm around Atreyu. Alright, let's go.
The ship
Okay.
should be safe enough here.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn to Washer.
um,
If anyone tries to steal the ship, go for the eyes.
I'm just gonna kind of make a gesture for Paija to, as usual, follow us, but in my head, say to her, you know the drill.
She responds back, acknowledging.
Okay.
You guys, head out onto, as soon as you are, step out onto one of the catwalks overhanging this bay, you are immediately stopped by somebody in uniform, who is holding a clipboard, somebody else behind them at a computer. I say clipboard, but one of those
How you doing?
holographic. Hi, names?
Atreyu.
Last names?
Dr.
That's it.
Atreyu. No name. You? She points to you, Tali.
Taliana Dabaron.
Spell that, please.
T A
Faster,
L-I
please. Thank you.
Taliana space Daveran.
Thank you. And Dr. Taza, of course.
Nice to see you.
This is the flight commander who actually greeted you on the line earlier.
Good to see you, Mr. Bonds.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. She gives you a nod, of course. Writes down your name. And you, Moth. Do you like him too? Yeah. Okay. She gives him a nod. And, she points to the drone.
That's my VI.
Of course.
Paija.
You named your VI.
You don't?
She's very sentimental.
Fair enough.
It's like
Of
I
course.
just kind of shrug. It's like a pet.
I mean, they named me, so I don't see why not, honestly.
My point stands.
Of course. As she waves you past, and as you go to pass, you are stopped yet again by another Dervin. Sorry about this. We just need to run a quick scan of your ship. We saw some anomalies while you were pulling aboard.
Right.
Anomalies.
I needed to speak to someone about those.
Not you. We know that. Something else. It could be just a
okay.
fluke, but we were detecting some weird signals coming from the ship. We'll
Want to be more specific?
not particularly. He kind of nods to the woman as she steps into the ship. It'll be a quick search. If everything's all right, then it's probably just a fluke.
Right.
He kind of keeps you there as a small crew of people just pass by you and board your ship. He's just kind of tap. Yeah.
I hope they don't let Wash out.
Fucking better not. I call in. There's a space ferret.
Do you have a certification to own that?
It was a stowaway.
We sort of found him on the way here.
It's like a rat. He was a momentary rat problem that is now being kept until we can, get legal certification.
He kind of raises an eyebrow, looking between all four of you.
Or release him, that too. But not here, because that would create a
Back
pest
on
problem
his home
for you.
planet,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure.
Costa's just gonna kind of look at Tally just no.
You know that white guy smile? Like, really they got a little bit of air in their mouth. They're just like, like the awkward white guy smile. She's doing that.
After probably about 10-20 minutes, which seems like an eternity just because people are on your ship that you don't want, they come out and just kind of shrug. Didn't see anything. Everybody kind of just like, hey, well, you're clear, so go on ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I just sat down.
Took you 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be longer.
I mean, we can send it back in for another search.
No,
All right,
we don't
go
have to.
ahead.
Moving on. I kind of try and tug on a tray. You come on, let's go.
I weigh so much more than you. How do you think this is gonna work?
I keep tugging.
Oh no, I'm being pulled. I stand up.
Fucking. Okay.
Gonna raise an eyebrow.
Follow her.
Just watching you guys. Cool. The inside of the station is very, I'd say at least in this part, very sterile looking. Just white walls. Kind of everything looks like it's just in its place. As you're moving through the docks, people are kind of very orderly as they move around. And seem to pay you a little bit of mind, not too much, just kind of being these funky outliers here.
It's
Well.
fine. Tazi probably just ignores it.
She's like, this is normal.
It probably is normal for her.
Cool. Tazi, you'd obviously know your way relatively through this ship. At least to get to some science labs and stuff, where you might get this checked out. You kind of lead the group through the seemingly just endless hallways to what looks to be a tram station that connects the different parts of the station together. Looking around, it doesn't appear that there is any tram here at the moment, though.
Do they have a schedule?
They do. It is posted up on the wall. Can all of you, as you go up to this map, can all of you make just a base intelligence check?
Sure.
Absolutely.
22.
22. Okay.
Also 22.
Okay.
17.
We're twinsies, Ronin.
Unfortunately, this is a very shittily made map. Not a one of you can look at this and go, yeah, that's what this means. You look at it and you're like, what?
So it's
Can
like,
I roll wisdom?
So it's like the Metro.
Yeah, pretty much.
What
It
kind
is-
of metro are you guys on?
Yes.
In that it makes no sense.
Yes.
Oh, okay, London Underground. I'm kidding.
You look at it and you're like you think for a moment, oh no, yeah, this connects to no. And you go back to just kind of looking at it.
Is there a person nearby?
There are many
I
people
walk
nearby.
away. I walk
there
in
a person-
a direction.
Hang on,
I'm gonna-
hang on.
Grab a
Is there somebody
Treyu's
who looks
collar.
Is there somebody who looks like they might know what they're doing?
I try to
like-
karate chop your hand unsuccessfully.
It does look like there are some other people like Taze kind of just.
Or maybe security people? Like somebody who looks like they're here to help us.
Security looks more like they're here to stop people doing dumb shit. Your best bet would be likely to ask somebody who's, going to a similar place.
So, like one of the people who are just like Daze.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
kind of walk up to one.
Mm.
Say, excuse me.
A big Furin dude kind of looks down at you. Yes?
Hi. Was just wondering whether you knew how to, navigate. I make a gesture to the, map.
Ah, you don't.
Ah, great.
Where are you headed?
I look at Taze.
We're going to the, would it just be like the laboratory
Yeah, to the
district or
labs,
something?
yeah.
Okay. We're going to the labs. Have a couple things I need tests run on. I'm
Of course.
from
yeah.
a different station.
Of course, yes. You can come with me. We're going to be taking the blue car.
Is it the direction I was walking in?
You're like walking off towards a wall. These guys are just waiting for the tram to show up. Possibly you're even walking towards the tracks.
Wait, shit. Moth, make sure Trey doesn't kill himself.
Yeah, will do.
I accidentally kill Moth instead.
Moth just...
That would be tragic.
That would be so sad.
Tally would probably kill Atreyu.
Yeah, she would.
It's fine.
No questions asked.
Yeah, no, this guy kind of adjusts himself as you wait there for a bit, and as Moth attempts to make sure Atreyu doesn't die.
I kind of just rub my forehead. He's like an energetic
Toddler?
9-year-old. He's not so much a toddler. He's smarter than that. He's like a really smart like a really tall 9-year-old.
Yes, you know.
You feel? Like, I'm just watching these two interact from a distance. Like, it's fascinating.
A little
Kind
bit,
of.
but
Now I sound like you. That I meant no offense.
none taken.
Good.
I say to Moth, wait, I have a theory. I
You
say,
have-
wait,
you
I
have
have
a
a theory. And then I sit down.
See,
Does the
See,
train arrive?
A train arrives.
No, our train.
Oh, no. A train does, though.
Dang.
Specifically, the A train.
Oh, okay.
It arrives, some people get on, pulls off, and you're just like, shit.
Because last time I sat down, something finished. But I'm just going to keep sitting down because I have nothing else to do.
So does
You
he
know
just
what?
stand up and
But
sit back down?
No. I sit down, go, dang it, and then keep sitting.
okay.
And
Well,
offer
just-
no other explanation.
Moth just kind of looks at you and just nods. You're right, and just kind of sits beside you.
I wouldn't. Those floors are so dirty.
So am I.
So am I.
It's a-
I haven't gotten a shower in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I figured they were too
What?
far away for us to hear.
Oh,
We're just kind of observing them from a distance.
Oh, in that case.
no, there's a lot of
Never mind.
echo.
In that case, never mind.
Yeah.
You two good there?
So,
Yeah, we're
how you
fine.
doing? How you doing, Moth?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm sitting.
Ronan, I like how in 2 of our campaigns, despite the fact that in one of them I'm a DM, our characters have just kind of been bros.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just happens.
it just happens.
How's the scientist reacting?
He's just
To
kind
these
of
two?
looks at them, looks at you two. Are they, with you?
They're adopted.
Unfortunately.
Are you two... Like, he points to you and Taze.
Yes.
No.
No, we are. Yes, we are. I put my arm around her. This is my girlfriend,
Oh.
wife. Actually, we're recently married.
She's probably blushing, but like doesn't know what to say.
They're the kids.
She's like,
see.
what? She's
We're-
very confused.
We're older than we look. They're younger than they look. That one's 9.
Both?
I pointed to
Wait.
Trey.
How old is Tally again?
I don't think he's 9, but, congrats?
Thank you, it's appreciated. Honey, do you want to go get the kids?
Sure.
Thanks, babe, and I kiss her cheek.
She just kind of stands there for a second, like, what the fuck just happened? Before turning around to catch up with you.
She just loves Brooke.
Tally is trying her absolute best to not burst out in a fit of laughter.
I have cat. There's a cat here.
Good.
Good.
Tell Kat she is good.
You are good.
Yes.
Baby. Yeah, as you two go over to your kids, the blue train does actually pull into the station. The one that you need to be on.
Oh shit, nice.
Can we go to the zoo?
I mean, there'll probably be some.
Or
Yeah.
can we go to the zoo?
We're not going. I'm just gonna kind of make a gesture for us to move onto the car, like onto the fucking tram thing.
Cool.
If it's
I
any
get it.
comfort to Tragu, there's probably going to be a few species of animal in the labs.
It's not the same.
He wants
You
to go-
can't pet them, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say he wants to go to the petting zoo. Y'all load onto the car, zoom off. The car goes out, actually into open space, so that you're getting like a full-on view of the entire station, like towards the inside. It's quite literally like a small city, including even just having towers and spires rising up from the central disk that seem to each kind of house their own individual, like housing, science, engineering, all of these different sorts of things from people all across the Federation. The car kind of turns in and zooms towards that central disk before just being engulfed by it. And out to either side, you're seeing the disk itself is not just empty tubes and stuff, but it is in itself a city. You're seeing almost this cyberpunk-esque buildings just hanging down from the top, connecting to the bottom, neon signs everywhere, as this little shuttle pulls into a stop at one of the districts. You see the scientist that you had followed on to here gets off at this station.
Oh, we're getting off too then.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Getting off, you kind of feel a little crowded as a lot of people are kind of flowing off of this tram before it takes off. You, in this crowd, actually kind of lose sight of the scientist and are just in this sea of people as they're all moving around this sort of just enclosed city.
Alright, y'all, buddy system. Or
I hold
somebody
Page's
leave-
hand.
Paige holds your hand too.
Wait, are you holding Page's gun?
Yeah.
I imagine she has like
No,
little.
Paige has little grabby hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hold Page's hand. She's my buddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
She just like gently squeezes your your finger.
It's okay.
It is
hey,
okay.
Daze, do you know where we're going?
Do I know where we're going?
Relatively, kind of, ish.
Sort of.
Relatively, kind of, ish.
Mostly. Kind of. I have a direction.
Okay, then let's follow
If you
that
go in any direction, you're going in a direction. So like that doesn't help.
Let's go in that direction. Pick one. Go.
There's an infinite number.
Okay.
Which one?
Both.
She's gonna start walking in the direction she's pretty sure it's at.
As you're walking, Tally, Paija messages you on your private channel.
Yeah.
Tally, I would like to speak with you about something.
I mentally messaged her back. What's up?
It appears that the computers in this station are particularly hard to hack. Is there
Okay.
anything you would like me to search for?
Not specifically right now. Not yet. Might get back to you on that.
Understood. I will do my own thing then.
Okay.
I'm telling
don't
Paija
try
about
not
my
to
third
upload.
dog.
Don't upload any porn, please.
I will no
Please.
longer do my own thing.
Hey, thanks. You can. Yeah, I'll just. Yeah.
You're like,
Just kind of-
please don't embarrass us.
Just kind of straight
Or get us
faced.
in trouble.
Just keep walking straight faced, like. Just maybe let out a very small sigh, like.
As that conversation finishes, unbeknownst to me, I'm like, alright, and that was my third dog, Spots. He lived for only like 2 days.
I see. You must have loved him.
I did. Kinda sad. Can I get a robot hug?
She just kind of looks down at you like kind of in the mindset of like, I suppose. She has just like very short, tiny arms.
I hug the robot.
Fuck yeah.
Can you stop attacking my drone, please?
This is love.
Just kind of look at him for a moment.
Love.
Maybe glancing and making sure nobody is necessarily paying too much attention.
Nobody. Oh.
Oh.
What just happened?
I have a thing on my chair that keeps it from like leaning back all the way, and it just popped out of place as I was leaning.
Did you almost fall that? Did you almost fall on your back?
A little. But yeah. As you're walking through the market and as Paija is being hugged, you do see people from either side calling out to you. Crawling out at you.
Crawling in.
Crawling in my crawl!
These
What
crawl.
are they calling?
Okay.
What are they calling?
They're calling out to, like, it's a bunch of stalls selling just random shit, calling out to, not specifically you, but just in general, like, hey, get your old retro video games, or, like, food on the side, just some niche stores that it's like, yeah, man, that could be cool. One dude's just like, hey, get your old Terran music CDs. CDs, the way of the past. We know you love them. You love them. You come on in. You get them. Shit like that.
Actually, CDs.
They are CDs, yeah. Something you don't see as often around here anymore, just because you don't need it most of the time.
They're very old.
But a lot of collectors say that they sound better than digital downloads.
Like people like to say about records.
Yeah.
It is exactly that. So you see all sorts of different collectors of different types selling their stuff. Looking just like at a quick glance, you can tell this is less scammy than on the Eclipse. It's actually legitimate businesses trying to sell something interesting. Each of them kind of finding their niche. But if anybody's interested in that stuff, go ahead. But otherwise,
What kind of CDs do they have?
I'm imagining Atreyu just like as he sees this, he's just wandering off behind the group.
And we're just like, oh fuck, we lost.
I leave unannounced.
Yeah, like
Just
it's one of
find
those
the
things.
puppy.
We lost.
Are you? It's a buddy system. Is Paija with you?
Paija's with him.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a buddy system.
Paija does message you, Tally, telling you that Atreyu has wandered into the CD store.
Fuck.
Um,
Generally cool for the.
Do they have the Beatles?
They do, yes, actually.
Do they have Queen?
It is a collection, like thousands of CDs, each labeled by, you know, labeled alphabetically by first just artist and then name of the album, heinously not by release date of the album.
Okay.
But it's
How much do they cost?
they're like 2 credits each.
Are they like authentic or like how people make records?
I guess
current day?
roll archaeology.
Oh my god.
26.
26. These are, you pull them out, some of them are recreations. Those are the 2 credit ones. The authentic ones are 10.
All right, I'm picking up a couple artifacts.
For sure.
Still kind of wondering.
Have they got? I want Abbey Road because it's fucking Abbey Road.
Fuck yeah.
How about ooh, Black Sabbath.
They got some of that bad boy.
And
I'm glad I could get you guys all excited to go fucking thrift shopping in a video in a game.
yeah, how about
We're just gonna,
Do
I'm just
they
gonna kind
have-
of walk in.
Yeah.
I'm like grilling this the shopkeeper for.
They're like
the thing I
sweating.
want.
They are another human.
Just gonna kind of head on over. Just kind of walk over. Atreyu.
I'm
Atreyu.
busy.
No,
What-
can you ask them
what-
something? for
I'm
me?
busy.
Ask them something for me, or get something while you're here, please. But Bon Jovi. Thank you.
Tassie's gonna look between both of them,
Do you
very
have,
confused.
Do you have slippery when wet?
Yeah? I don't know if that's actually a thing or not.
That's a Bon Jovi album.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's over there.
Okay.
See, now I'm ashamed because I thought I knew Bon Jovi.
I don't know.
I know
album
the
names.
songs, I don't know the
No, wait,
albums,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses album, I think.
No, it's Bon Jovi.
Okay.
It's Bon
Uh,
Jovi. That's straight up the one. Living on a Prayer's on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I was thinking of fucking.
Fucking isn't
Civil
Wanted Dead or
War
Alive
with Guns
also
N'
on that
Roses.
one?
Yes, it is.
Fake fan.
Does you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
do they have NSP?
Oh my god.
That one's listed as 20. That's a
I'll
extra.
take it. I'll
We'll
take
go-
it.
Oh, you're paying? I was gonna suggest
Yeah.
doing half of these, but if you're paying,
All right.
I feel like
that's like
Tassie's gonna be like
that's 40
wandering
credits
around.
For me, 10 for you.
Fuck
like I'm keeping an eye on you, on Taze in the background.
it. Yeah.
She just
Okay.
kind of picks up an album by like Queen or something. These men had very strange hairstyles.
I should also note
I
that,
grew it out like that for like a year. It was
given that
amazing.
common is different from English, y'all don't fucking recognize.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Common is not English or anything, so you look
I
at these
actually know
covers.
English
That is true. I forget you specifically know English.
and
See-
French and German.
Yeah. But the rest of you are kind of looking at these like, wow, look at this fascinating new language.
I was
Well,
like, that's Queen.
What is Quen?
It's Queen.
Oh.
But yeah. So I have those things, and I'm very excited now.
Yeah. You got all of like the original ones and you're just like
hey, shall we move on to what we're here to do? Because now
Absolutely
you've been
not.
distracted by exactly their plan, which was to draw you in using their attractive words.
Talia, I can't believe you fucking said that about these things. These are artifacts.
I'm just gonna start walking out.
Tally, does the ship have a DVD or a CD player?
We've discussed this before.
Probably
That
not.
is true. Actually, we did discuss this.
You and I discussed this before.
That is
Yes,
my
it does.
bad. It does,
does?
in fact. Yeah.
It does.
Well, you're not touching. You're not touching my CDs. I'm
Well,
keeping them.
If you're not, you don't want to play them.
No, that could damage them.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Maybe
Like,
once.
Oh,
Here's the
you're one of
thing.
those people who like hangs them on your wall.
Well, Dreyu is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have bought like all of the authentic ones in there if it wasn't for the fact that I'd go bankrupt. because I'd be like, well, if this dude's selling them to random fucking people in the city, they're gonna break.
I
And
have
then
more
when-
money than you do. Would you like me to buy you some?
No, I'm basically Treyu views us as rescuing them from being destroyed.
my-
Oh my god.
He's
You know,
lovely.
why don't you buy some of the replicas they have of them and play those?
Because they're not real.
We
no,
have
but they
a
should
lot of-
still work, right?
Also,
We have
I
a-
like piracy. Not like
Yeah,
space
we
piracy, as in like
no, we have
I
we have a lot
download
of
MP3s.
we have a lot of these songs on the ship already.
Yeah, there's a reason I did it authentically.
That is the strange music you've been playing?
You guys don't even know what they're singing.
Flashback to on the ship. They're singing in English. They're like, I have no idea what this means. What is
But
it?
it sounds cool.
They're like singing
it
along
sounds
to
like
Rock You
it's
Like a
good.
Hurricane and don't know any of its connotations.
No, I teach them "Shut the Fuck Up" by Pink Guy and tell them it's a love song.
God.
Again, Rock You Like a Hurricane, but it's a love song. It's a very romantic song.
Oh,
Or like just all sorts of fucked up shit. Like
so
Anything by NSP.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the place
So,
to
look-
bone in. We'll just go ahead. and-
anyway. Oh, look, let's continue.
But yeah, no, you guys, after escaping the clutches of the CD store, continue on your way, I'm assuming distractionless, as you eventually locate one of the spires that would lead up to the labs. A very official-looking door kind of stands in the way, obviously, with a little scanning pad off to the side.
I assume that is for scanning IDs.
Probably.
We'll scan my ID.
Cool. You take your ID out from your shirt, tap it to the key card reader, and the door is kind of, you hear as they unlock for you.
Alright, just stay close to me. Don't touch anything.
I hold the door.
Thank you.
He touched the door.
Don't touch
Go
anything
in.
except the door.
What about the floor? Fuck, he's rubbing off on me.
She's ignoring both of you.
I look at Atreyu. I hate you.
You better hope I'm not rubbing off on you. That'd be very awkward.
I keep walking.
Moving into the labs, the door is shut behind you. It is just like the outside, very full of very official-looking people now, with kind of a small map and sort of map in the back, kind of laying out what each layer and floor of this tower is specialized in. Moving to that area, you can see a couple places that you might want to ask around in, being that either, you could check the biology department, possibly in the archaeology sector of everything, anthropology, all of those different areas that deal with what this artifact is, handling.
Okay.
Probably we'll go to the anthropology department. That sounds the most fitting.
Okay. Sick. I'm assuming you're all kind of discussing this together at in front of the elevator, possibly blocking it even. I'm sure a couple
Probably.
people are like, can you, just, like, move?
Yeah.
Just, thanks? As they're, like, pushing past you. Eventually coming to the decision, anthropology sounds about right. You head in to the very cramped elevator and filled with, just packed full of people. Hit the 24th floor and start running your way up. It's just kind of some nice soft elevator music in the background.
Yeah. Tazi's probably like fumbling with the artifacts in her pocket.
All of you are kind of very squished together.
I feel warm.
Just kind of staring off into space, just...
I'm realizing now that
Very
those
good.
artifacts would be too large to put in her pocket.
Occasionally sharing, like occasionally glancing around at people awkwardly.
Moth puts his hands on your, or crosses his arms on your head, Tally, and just kind of lays there. Yeah?
That looks rather comfortable.
It is.
Noted.
I shoot her a glare.
I lean on the both of them and pretend to snore.
I just kind of sigh again.
Is there a problem?
Never mind. This is not as comfortable.
Yeah, like a Moth just kind of like peeks his head over the side, looking down at you. Is there a problem?
That's it. I'm not saying anything.
Alright.
I kind of look at him for a moment and then just stare right ahead.
He just kind of has this shit-eating grin. This ride up is agonizingly long, as this thing is stopping on almost every floor for people to get off and on. You're just sitting there like, God, move faster, please, I swear. Until finally, the 24th floor, hallelujah, opens up. Tally, you're in the front.
Just gonna move. Just
You make me
move.
fall because I was actually leaning on you.
Yes, I don't care. Freedom, sweet freedom.
Yeah, both
Breathing
Moth and
space.
Atreyu kind of stumble forward, following you out into these labs. A couple people follow you out, but not a whole lot, as the doors shut behind you. This area seems a lot less packed and generally seems to be just a bunch of hallways split up into a number of different labs. As you start walking through, are you looking for any each lab is labeled with a particular area of study.
They're just gonna kind of nudge Tazi. Is there like a specific Phyrexian label?
I feel like probably not. This is out of
Probably
character.
is.
Oh, well,
Given how large the study of their artifacts is.
fair enough, yeah. Should be this way?
We're being
Sound very
expected here. This is very poor navigation.
This is
It's
fine.
fine. You guys kind of start moving through the halls, just looking back and forth. Just looking back and forth, you're like, oh, okay, we have Dervins, Drans, Furins, like, kind of going down the list until you finally see you're in a section dealing with Phyrexians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Probably go up to whoever's in charge in that section.
Cool. You kind of look around, Tazi, you'd be able to find this pretty easily. You know the general layout of these areas. Managed to find an office for somebody. An office for whoever's in charge of just guiding people to different places. A secretary kind of sits there, typing away at her computer in the front. How can I help?
I need to speak to whoever's in charge of this sector. Specifically the Phyrexian sector, of course.
There you go, honey. Do you have an appointment to speak with Dr. Carlisle?
No, but it's rather urgent.
That's what they all say. State your business, I'll clock you in.
I have 2 artifacts to deliver to her. She kind of like says this in like a hushed tone.
I'm sorry, you said 2?
Yes.
Can I see them?
I suppose. She takes them out of her bag.
She kind of takes them and looks at them. Well, howdy be. All right. She hands them back to you. Pushes a button. Yeah, Carlisle? Yeah, you're going to want to see this. No, they don't have an appointment. Give me just a minute, honey.
It's fine.
Okay, I'll move the Perkins to 4:30. You can go in if you'd like.
Okay, thank you. Which door?
Oh, it's just the door behind me, hon.
Oh, okay.
I'll spell Carlisle for you if you need me to.
I think I know how to spell Carlisle.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, that's
Is this-
that's a city in my
Yes, that is correct. I was just making sure. I don't know. It's common spelling.
Carlisle and a fairly common name.
It's
No,
city in
I wouldn't
England.
say fairly common.
Maybe not
like-
common, but it's common enough.
Isn't it like in what fucking Cumbria? I think.
Fucking what?
No idea. Absolutely
UK.
not a clue.
I think yeah, it's a county.
I don't know.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You walk into the office. It's a very, I'd say, cozy. It's got like this nice velvety feel to it, as this very official-looking Terran man sits at the desk behind another computer. He kind of reaches up a hand, brushing away one of the screens, which kind of minimizes off to his side. So, my assistant out there tells me that you lot have found some interesting finds.
Yes. She'll walk up to Dr. Carlisle and hold out her hand. Dr. Taze Raylude, nice to meet you.
Right, your name's crossed my desk before. He shakes your hand. Dr. Jameson Carlisle.
Pleasure. She pulls them back out of her bag. I managed to come across both of these.
I see. He takes
Figured.
takes both of them, and looks at them, sets them down on the desk. So,
I'm sure you're aware of what happened on the Artemis station, right? Yes.
yes, we just got news of it the other day, actually. Damn shame. Sorry we couldn't get to it in time to help.
It's alright, no one really could have seen it coming.
I agree. But that does beg the question as to how you managed to escape. We heard there was no survivors.
I managed to hide for a couple days, and this lot, she motions to the rest of the group,
I wave.
I wave awkwardly as well.
actually rescued me.
I see. And may I have
Fine.
the names of you two? 3, actually.
Right.
Taliana. Please call me Tally.
And I'm Moth. I see. And, you lot with the Federation, or just kinda doing your own thing?
They're sort of wanderers.
I see.
They just happened to come across the distress signal the station put out.
Well, I will say I do commend you in at least not killing our fair Dr. Taze here to take her artifacts. I know many outside of the Federation might have done that.
It was no trouble.
Just like, you're welcome for not murdering her?
Yeah, basically. Like you said commend, and she's like, fucking okay.
Yes, truly, they are rather noble people.
He looks
But-
back at you two again and just kind of raises an eyebrow.
Smile. Polite, very forced smile.
I'll take your word for it. So why then is it that you're coming here to me today to, with these?
Well, we happened upon the other one in, the Hunters Collective.
I see.
But, the Soulless were sort of after us after the Artemis Station. Of course, they were the ones who attacked it.
Right. I see. So you found yourself in quite the predicament. Yeah, you lot over there. Where'd you say you were from exactly?
Yes.
We're wanderers. We just kind of wonder.
He
They mostly
raises
live on their ship.
He raises an eyebrow, looking between all three of you.
I look at Moth, just like,
Okay.
Salvagers.
He sits forward, kind of just crosses his hand across the ship, or across his desk. Right. Wanderers and all that. I'm sure that that's exactly why you was all out in the Hunters Collective and why you're not part of the Federation. So, you mind telling me exactly where you's from?
just kind of having a moment of
I literally don't have a home.
You, I believe. You're too clean to be a hunter or pirate or bandit. You.
I just kind of look at Moth like, do we have a story?
Well, just kind of shrugs.
They're
Like-
scavengers. They collect parts and sell them on the Eclipse.
You Eclipse folks. Well. So then, the reason you're here has got to be because of her.
Yep.
'Cause, unless you're stupid, you wouldn't be here otherwise.
It's because of her.
I am pretty stupid.
He is pretty stupid.
I'll take your word for it. So what's the deal then? I've got a few of your types running out doing some errands for me. So what's Low have for you or have in store for you this time?
Well, out of character, remind me. To my understanding, she wanted us to basically collect these things for the Federation, basically sell it
Just
to
to keep them out of the hands of the soulless.
keep them out of the
That
hands of
is-
so listen.
Exactly what she wants for you to do.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so, being blunt, she basically wants us to, help your folk out and track down all those, artifacts, bring them back here, and maybe get some form of, compensation for our efforts.
I see. So you's looking for the other parts of this. He holds up the two broken pieces of the artifact. Other parts of this contraption here. And in return, we pay you, and she gets a part of that sum.
Correct.
I'd assume so.
I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but that sounds about right, probably.
Sounds about reasonable to me. Though if she's sending you to here, she at least has some sense to her, and that probably also means you done fucked something up, didn't you?
Paza just kind of looks back at Moth and Tally like, did you?
Depends on what you consider to be done fucked something up.
Well, if Lo had spoken to you in the first place, that's what I mean. Like I said, I've seen a few of your types in these parts before. I know the sitch.
I mean, nobody really wants the, soulless near the eclipse, do they?
I suppose they do not, especially our red-headed friend, now do we?
Right.
Now, in terms of how much I may or may not be paying you for this, we'll leave the mathematicals for later while you're off doing your missions. But, there's a few places that, I might be able to think of that could have an artifact or two that might interest you. If you're willing to do that sort of work, that is. Or, of course, I could always just take these off your hands, give you the money, and then, let my other hunters do the business.
No, we're good to do it.
You sure?
Absolutely. How hard could it be? Already got 2 down, right?
I like your pizzazz, kid. That's nice, it's nice. Alright. I have some feelers out. For now, I'd say do some investigating on your own. I have a few planets in that you could check, just to make sure. Until then, do your thing and let me do mine, and then we'll all be good.
If you want to send the coordinates to us, we can get started on that.
I would be right happy to. Again, remind me which ship you were on when you came in, and I'll make sure that the coordinates are sent to your computer.
Alright. It was the Durban Nighthawk, call sign's Foxtrot Uniform Juliet 3774.
God's sake. They'll be there by the time you get back.
Also, I had a bit of a question. Since we are going to be going out and collecting these, it seems, I was wondering if you had any spare lab equipment I could take with me in order to do some research to and from places.
Well, what is a scientist without her equipment? Feel free to take what you need.
Thank you. Appreciated.
I believe the Horizon does have a science bay, correct?
Let me
Yes.
double check.
I think it does. It just didn't have anything in it.
That's fit.
I don't know whether it did.
I think you did include it, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
Cool. Any kind of gestures to you?
Feel free to take what you need. And if anything else, my number will be in your ship when you get back if you need to speak for anything.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
He gives you a nod, kind of twirling a very, white, peppery mustache. As he
Right.
gestures to the door.
We will be taking our leave then.
Of course, always good talking and doing business.
Yeah.
Likewise. And
We're
just
just gonna
take
kinda
our
head
leave.
on out.
Yeah. Cool. So, getting out of Dr. Carlisle's office, Taza, you can feel free to grab what other gear you're gonna need. It might take a few trips back and forth to, get everything, but better than nothing.
Basic lab station setup.
Yep.
Cool.
You know, all of the basic stuff. Like I said, it's gonna take a couple trips for you to grab everything you're gonna need, but you have ample time.
Neat.
Cool.
We'll probably enlist the help of everyone else.
Thank God. As we're doing this, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna kind of mentally say to Paija, "Hey, I thought of a couple stuff that would you do me a favor of seeing if you can just kind of look up while we're here.
Of course.
First off, would you do me a favor and see if you can pretty much see what kind of, if there's any maybe small, low effort jobs around that we could do, just, we need money, basically.
Of course. Anything in particular?
And
Wasn't he supposed to give us money for the artifact?
he at the end, when we have them all.
Oh.
Yeah.
He did give you guys back the 2 pieces you have, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so that you could, look at a piece and be like, oh yeah, this belongs together. And not just kind of not.
Fumble.
Assume,
Yeah.
and then collect artifacts we don't actually need to pick up.
Yeah.
And could you also see if you can kind of look into where we might be able to get some pieces to upgrade the ship? I'm thinking we might, given we're going to be doing some more difficult stuff coming up.
Of
you know.
course. I
Thank
will
you.
keep an open channel on our way back to the ship.
Thank you.
And she closes the connection to start searching.
Cool. And
Yep.
we're just kind of taking stuff back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty straightforward. You're just grabbing, like, some very basic shit, setting up her station. When you get back onto the ship, the coordinates for the 3 locations are there waiting for you as well.
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. They are currently highlighted on the map in orange.
Orange.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, those are like actual circles. Not just the letter O.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay. But yeah, so you do have an idea of where you would be headed as well.
Alright, cool, fair enough.
Cool. As you're moving things back and forth, Paija does page you. While you're on the ship, so that she can actually speak freely.
I have located a number of small workmanship or working jobs for you guys to perhaps make some more credits before you depart.
Alright. Awesome. What you got?
Heavy lifting, loading cargo onto a Federation freighter. Bookkeeping, inputting a number of different data points and analyses into a spreadsheet. And finally, testing dummies for shooting ranges.
Ooh. Shoot.
No, you are the dummies.
Ah! Less ooh. Alright. So, any of those sound interesting to literally anyone?
I should emphasize the weapons are blanks, but it will hurt.
Just gotta...
Particularly feel like being shot at any more than I have to be.
It pays to get some experience.
Oh.
I'll pass. I've been shot before. It's
Which-
not pleasant.
How
I
much
know.
do they... How much are they paying for each of those?
500.
Each?
Oh, maybe.
Ooh. Each of those, okay.
These are some of the lower paying jobs, but also the ones we could do quickest.
Alright. Repeat those again for me real quick.
Loading freighters, data entry, getting shot.
Okay.
I will be treating this as downtime. I might roleplay it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I know I could do data entry pretty well. I try you feel free to be a dummy.
Do I not do this already?
Fair.
Exactly, but you're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm gonna walk that way.
Oh my god. Okay. I guess that leaves loading freighters. Moth, wanna join or?
I'll help you out.
Thank you.
Tally being just small.
looks at fucking. I have low strength.
We all have low strength, I'm pretty sure.
fuck melee.
Yeah.
It's
Insult the
fine.
people that are shooting at me.
What? Can you what the people?
Can I insult the
Insult.
people that are shooting at me, or will I not get paid?
Nah, that'll just make them shoot better.
Good.
Yeah, you
Maybe I'll
show up.
Maybe I'll get a bonus.
You'll show up at the shooting range, and it's like Federation soldiers and shit, and the drill guy is just like, "You here for getting shot?
Yeah.
All right." He tosses you a vest. Get out
That's
there!
right on.
Don't die. You
I'll
can
try my best.
piss him off. Good
I'm
job.
great at that.
Good. Get out there.
He's literally just being paid to be himself.
It's the perfect job Trey. Like getting out there. It's like, man, why didn't I just do this all my life?
Okay. Which one is shooting the worst?
There is this little, there is a rather small Terran there that's kind of struggling to hold up a gun that doesn't look to be like the right size for him at all. It's a...
I put him. Hey you! You got feminine hips.
He tries to shoot at you. He misses horribly, like half falling over. Just like, yeah, you're feminine.
I know. I'm fabulous.
Fuck you.
If you want.
Fucking sergeant just picks the kid up and straighten out, widen your hips,
Oh no.
straighten your shoulders, square them
That's
out.
what he's sensitive about.
Now shoot.
Hello, John Lady.
He does hit you this time,
Good job.
square in the chest.
Ow.
Good.
You're just like,
Next person.
ouchie.
Next person.
oh no,
alive.
they're all shooting you, at
Okay.
you, and there's other
Okay.
people there too. It's not like just you.
Yeah.
It's like,
next person.
yeah.
Next per. I say they've got the eyesight of a bat in a hurricane.
They're gonna. No, they miss the nat one. They're like,
See?
what? Shoot and just like over the head. You can see
What
this
do you
drill
mean,
sergeant
what?
is
You're a
just.
bat, you should have good hearing.
This sergeant is just like shaking his head, has his like fingers on his temples, just like, oh my god.
At me or at the people?
At the people that are just missing every single shot at you. Just like, he's like, can one of you hit the black-haired human boy who looks kind of like a weird twink? Like he's buff and muscular. How high? Look how tall he is. One of the Furins, god damn it, shoots, and you just kind of like dance out of the way, like, hey, honey. It's just, they're getting more and more angry every time they miss you.
I'm shooting better and I don't have a gun.
I will note, I have not been fudging any of these rolls. Not a single one of them has hit you. Besides the one dude who shot twice. I have rolled 3 nat ones.
Oh, I think it's time to switch dice.
Yeah, after
That
maybe half an hour to, 45 minutes of this, the drill sergeant, yeah, call it off, you fucking whimsy. Get in there, get out of my sight. They all just kind of sadly march off, and he looks out to all of you. All of you, you can start seeing the front desk. They'll get you your pay. You, the one in the red thing, the jacket stuff. You.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're getting an extra 200.
Hell yeah. Did you like the feminine hips comment?
It wasn't that bad. He kind of gives you a nod and walks off. He tosses you a chit for 200.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So you can pop
I go
it
to the
up.
front desk and say, I'm here to collect my earnings. in that voice to put them off because why?
They like look up at you like, fucking weirdo. Hand you your chit and just like, next.
How much total?
You were making 700 total.
Oh, fuck yeah! That's
The Federation
Nice.
likes to pay a little bit better than the scam artists on the Eclipse.
yeah.
Plus
is
odd
it,
jobs.
is it sniper time? It might be sniper time.
Yeah, you might be able to find a sniper. A sniper. A sniper. I mean, on your way back, you could easily find a gun shop and just be like, find a sniper rifle, and they hold up like a 20th level one, and you're like, maybe not that one.
Yeah, the base price for the regular one is $755.
Alright.
Oh,
If you would like, you can totally do that. You could also attempt to bargain with them.
I know, but did we say we were going to do anything about the capacity because it has one round?
I think we said it's one round before reload, correct?
Yes.
I think with just given it's you know what, give it 2 rounds at least.
Okay. Cool. And
it's not that
also
strong.
the range is
we did
right?
yeah, we did talk about the range, so
Yeah.
feel free
We'll
to.
figure something out exactly, but I
Yeah.
pick up the cheaper looking one.
Yeah, the guy is like, our finest? I mean, I suppose, and he pulls out this
Your
fancy.
finest shittiest one.
I see. He pulls a cheaper one off the shelf. Well, this is a nice one for hunting game from, like, a really long ways away and possibly obliterating it, but, like, if you
That's
want,
exactly what I'm looking for, honestly.
well, go right ahead. You got the muns for it?
I got some months. I can offer 700 right now.
700, roll persuasion for me. As he thinks on that.
Bonk. I need to find persuasion first.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you mean diplomacy?
Yeah, diplomacy. Just assume I
All right.
mean, yeah.
15.
15?
I smile.
7, how much is it total? Yeah.
755.
Okay. 725.
Your hat's very nice today, sir.
Alright, I'll take 700 then.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm back down to exactly what I was before working.
Fuck yeah.
That works.
Congrats, you just got a free sniper rifle, technically.
Basically.
And I take it you're wiping having your brand spanking new shiny sniper rifle as you head back to the ship.
It's bigger than Tali.
how
honestly,
big is it?
probably.
No, how big is it?
It's only one bulk, so.
How long is it?
Tally, how tall are you?
Or 6.5?
Cool. It's 4'7".
Screw you. That's
Man,
so
I'd
mean.
like to see you shoot this.
It's as tall as
Rude.
As you're heading back, I'll switch over. Taze, you show up at it is this like little data entry facility where they're just taking in a bunch of shit. Oh, what were you gonna do? Something else?
No, I dropped the book.
Oh, okay. You show up, and it's just like rows of people just sitting at computers, looking kind of dead inside.
Well.
This one Furin woman sits at a table beside the door. Are you here for the data entry position for one day?
Yes, actually.
Take a
When-
seat at the free computer.
Will do.
She'll sit down, kind of look around. I assume there's probably papers and stuff on the desk already.
Yeah. Filled with
Cool.
just a bunch of handwritten notes and shit on just all of like the normal stuff. Just that you'd have for data entry, just a bunch of it's very scientific stuff. You could probably easily make it out, given that it's very much in the field you'd work in. But it's nothing interesting.
Ah.
It's yeah.
She's like, well, probably not going to learn anything new today, but here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
She will probably feel a little dead inside by the end of the day.
Yeah, you're sitting down, you're like, you start off strong, you're like, look, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got this. This
kinda
won't
cool.
take too long.
Flash forward 2 hours later, you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I want death. Flash, just skip forward another hour or two. You're just sitting there at like a snail's pace, just typing in like zeros, just going like, God, why don't we have robots for this?
They wouldn't have to pay for it.
You finish probably within, I'd say about 5 hours.
Okay. How many people are still left at that point?
Most of them. You actually finished quickly.
Quickly.
You have some life in you still.
A little bit. That and I know I'm never gonna come back and do this. Probably. Again.
You call someone over, they look over the work, just double check it, and they get a nod, hand you your chit, and they're like, alright, good to go.
Awesome.
Last, if you wanted to do anything with that money, go ahead.
She's gonna be looking at, I don't know if there'd be a store or something for this, but like augmentations. I'm still deciding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do that, I can also move on to Tally.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm still looking at them.
For sure. Tally, you and Moth show up to this hangar where there's a bunch of Federation troops kind of gearing up and loading some ordnance and cargo onto one of their ships.
Is there anybody who looks like they might be vaguely in charge?
Not that. Well, you see a couple of people that look like they might be in charge. There is specifically a few people in that are in like these red and white uniforms that seem to kind of be in comparison to the more like navy blue and orangish reds that you normally had.
Okay.
Yeah. They seem to be kind of working in their own little group, but also kind of guiding some of the other people as to where to drop certain things.
It's just gonna kind of head on over.
Yep.
Just be like, yo, here for the cargo loading job?
Oh, one of them who looks to be a younger Terran man, kind of slicked back, black hair, kind of a more, he looks somewhat Taiwanese, looks back at you. Oh, yeah, I saw you just walking out earlier. You're with, that small group that came in earlier, aren't you?
Yep, that's us.
Hell yeah. Sick. James Mitchell. He holds out a hand to you.
I shake his hand. Tally, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Yeah, no, we were just getting some ordnances and materials ready for drop on Ontario.
Oh, fair enough. Then we're happy to help.
Hell yeah. Cool. Make sure that we get all of the necessary supplies. Mostly those crates over there onto the red and white outreach ships.
Alright.
Other than that, make sure food is stowed. You know how to stow things, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I will be double checking, just so you know. But just make sure everything's on there, everything's stowed tight, not gonna rock around while we're flying. Got it?
Alright, understood.
Cool. And he kind of gestures for you to head off.
Will do
your
so.
thing.
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
Start loading crates enthusiastically and carefully and as efficiently as possible, basically.
Hell yeah. As you go through the other people in red and white, who you can only assume from what James had told you is what he is calling outreach. You're working with a lot of those people to kind of bring the crates in. Just kind of, I'm assuming, chatting with some of them as you go.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you bringing up any of your crewmates in the conversation?
Yes, I am.
Just biting onto that one, huh? Cool.
Absolutely.
As you bring up Taze, actually, James kind of stops and he's just like, "Hey, Dr. Taze?
Mm-hmm.
Really? How's she doing?"
She seems to be doing relatively well. You know her?
Yeah, I used to work with her on Monteria.
Huh. Fair enough. Good to know.
Yeah. We were both part of the biology department over in the research facilities over there. Before,
Oh, no shit.
yeah, before, all of this hit, I was doing that. Once it did, I moved out, became a Marine with the Terrans, working with Outreach, and here we are now.
Interesting. Hell yeah. I mean, just out of curiosity, what was she like? What do you think of her?
She was pretty good, pretty cool, honestly. Hard to get to know
Okay, fair enough.
at times, but overall, I thought she was an interesting woman.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, she, seems the type.
Yeah,
Good doctor, though.
fantastic one. Smart,
yeah.
knows her stuff. Always a pleasure to work with.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'll, want me to tell her you said hi?
I mean, she probably doesn't even remember me.
I shrug. You never know. People tend to, remember things. That's
Fair
kind of
enough.
how memory works.
I mean, if you see her, well, obviously you're going to see her, but, tell her I said hi.
Alright, will do.
Hope to see you around. He puts down one of the last of the crates, tightens it into place. Cool. Like I said, hope to see you around. Hopefully not, on the battlefield.
Yeah, that would not be, ideal, but yeah. Good to meet you,
Good to meet you
Mr.
too.
Mitchell.
Good to meet you too, Tally. And you, Moth. Moth gives a nod.
Moth just being like shrug.
He vibes.
Who do we see about those credits?
As you're actually walking away, you reach into your pocket and already find the chit in there.
Just like, oh! Just kind of post a second. I just kind of turn and look back at this dude like, yo!
He kind of gives you a salute as you're walking away, just kind of get this shit-eating grin.
Like, fucking oh yeah! I'd like to immediately check for my other things and make sure that they're all there.
They're all there.
Okay, just making sure.
He stole everything.
It's just a small bits of paranoia. It's fine. Okay, so that's 500?
That is 500.
Fuck yeah.
With an extra 100 on the top for just being good company.
Yeah, money. Oh, I
Taze
have a lot
feeling
of money.
Taze being cheated. It's just getting the 500, yet her brain was wasted.
I mean, she probably could have earned more if she decided to maybe annotate it or something.
Maybe. She goes back to annotate it.
She comes back and she's just like, no, I have to do this. Fuck this. Fuck you. We need to get this done. No, I don't care. This is not going to be just disorganized and just a mess. Unruly and completely fucking bullshit.
It's probably crossed her mind.
It's fine. But yeah, You 3 different points of the day manage to get back to your ship with different assortments of money.
Yeah, I will actually. I'm gonna buy a data jack. You don't have to roleplay that. It's
For
fine.
sure.
Yeah.
Very different assortments of money. Tyler, are you buying anything, actually?
I'm trying to think. I want a new gun.
No gun.
I kind of really want a new gun, but I don't know what new gun to get.
We could also spend some time after the sesh figuring that out, too, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I roll persuasion real quick to see if I could like get him down from 625 to 600?
Okay, yeah, that should be fun.
Maybe
Go ahead.
arguing like an employee discount.
Everybody here is an employee.
So, I don't see a problem. So is she.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I don't remember what my fuck. I need to go back and look what my skills are.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Can I get a grenade
diplomacy.
launcher?
Oh my god. Can you use a grenade launcher?
Yes. No.
Wait, they don't even
I
have
was
persuasion. Ah,
That's
Would
gonna
it be diplomacy?
persuasion?
Yeah, that's
It's
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Yeah.
okay. In that case, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, he kinda nods. 25 off, well, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, sure, 600.
Cool.
And he hands over the data jack to you.
Now, just to be sure, this isn't going to mess with any, I'm a mystic. It isn't going to mess anything with that, right?
Nah. You should be okay. You should be fine.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you.
For sure.
And he sees you out. Cool. In that case, you all managed to get back to the ship relatively in one piece, and prepare to take off. Oh?
Before we end session, so Taze, do you
Yes?
you happen to know a James Mitchell?
Name sounds rather familiar.
He he seemed to know you though. Just as a whole.
Basically from where?
Can I roll memory? Cause fuck man, Robin forgot.
Sure.
Cool.
Me as
probably
player
told me
remembers.
and say, I want to remember.
I don't like what am I adding to that? Just
Just
intelligence?
give... Sure.
Okay, that's a 19.
19. Just from Ontario.
I wanted to make sure, thank you. Oh, apparently, you all used to work together on Monteria.
Oh, yes.
Darren dude,
Yeah,
I
he
have no
was
more
one of the
features.
scientists in the outpost I stumbled across whenever I was younger.
Interesting. You seem nice.
Yes, he's a very pleasant fellow.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to him in years.
Tally's over here like, I'm a ship them.
Little bit. Well, he says hi.
Huh,
He's
I'll,
a
have
Marine
to see if I
now.
can get in contact. Really?
Yeah. After, everything went down, apparently.
Huh. Suppose it makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never really been one cut out for that sort of lifestyle.
And yet here you are.
Yep.
You'll be fine. Probably.
Hopefully.
Probably.
Probably, hopefully.
Shit, I forgot to buy food for the fucking ferret. I'm leaving.
And off she goes.
Okay, I'll meet you at the ship.
I'm
Totally
gone.
Well,
Oh, I'm having this installed first. I'll be there in a while.
Okay!
Her not questioning whatever this means.
Nope. She has a mission to... She's on a fucking mission.
Gotta
Okay.
get. She needs to figure out what kind of food the thing
I
eats.
need a fucking permit!
So she needs to figure out what the fuck the thing is.
As I'm running, I'm just gonna be like, okay, Paja, can you figure out where the fuck to get a permit for the goddamn ferret?
I suppose. I could use some of my precious computing power to search the internet for...
Hey, Paja, as you're doing that, can you do me a favor and also remind me who gave you that computing power?
I don't understand the question.
It was me.
Betrayer gave her all of the computing power.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It was nothing.
She does come back eventually, telling you exactly where. I don't actually know exactly where.
Cool, is it expensive? Because I don't want to pay.
You get there, and they look at you after you ask, like, hey, I need a permit for this creature. They look at you. Well, where is it?
You're gonna go grab him.
I hold up a finger. I'll be right back. I run.
You know, you could just leave the station and they couldn't necessarily stop you.
Listen, man, I'm already
We'd
illegal
never
in like
come back.
90% of my
I mean,
dealings.
yeah.
I'm already illegal at 90% of my dealings. I don't want to add something else to the list.
And possibly get Space Ferret confiscated.
Yeah, we don't want to get our space ferret
It's fair.
confiscated.
You don't want to get Washer confiscated.
Washer does not. No, we love Washer. So, eventually
Yeah.
getting back with the fucking ferret.
Yeah, you show up like sweaty and hot after you've run back and forth from your ship to here, carrying the ferret in this cage. And they're like, oh, yeah.
2 credits.
Well, you need to go through training. That could take 2 to 3 months. From there...
Could I pay you an extra credit to do it now? Can I roll?
It's gonna take a lot more than that, honey.
How
2.
about 2
copper
full
pieces.
credits?
Make it 50.
Ooh. 50? How about 40?
50.
45?
50.
How about 50?
Would you do it?
Just give him
to-
shit.
Fuck it. Fine.
There we go, hon.
Okay.
And he hits a few buttons, prints out a certificate. Off the books.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciated.
He
Bye.
tucks the credits into his pocket and just gives you a little wave.
I will go now with my with Washer's fucking certificate to handle the fucking. I stop and I go back. Hey, what the fuck is this? I gesture to the actual ferret.
You know, we haven't categorized every creature from every major planet in the systems. We just know it's sort of. It is some sort of weasel.
It's funky.
It's a space ferret. Okay, thank
That-
you. I leave.
Certificate of yours gives you the right to handle certain.
So I could get
off-world-
more.
Hypothetically, yes, I would not.
I
recommend
could get more.
Oh god, I've made a monster. Safely, yes, you could handle small extraterrestrial creatures.
I could get more.
Can we get a pet bird next?
Yes! Yes, we can get a pet bird! Oh my god, we can get a pet bird!
You know that the Federation can revoke that, right?
Why would they?
If you have too many.
They don't know that!
Well, if you show up here and they see them,
How many is too many?
if you can't take care of them.
Good to know. And I do finger gun to walk off and head back to the ship
She's
after
gonna
probably buying
die.
food somewhere.
Cool. The food,
Yeah,
And fired.
the food you just like.
Can you make it 5? Can you make it like 5 credits? Because
I was
then
gonna say
have,
it's probably gonna be around like 5, actually. Yeah.
like then it's like an even number. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, that is all. I'm
Cool.
yeah.
You guys get back to the ship, kind of stow all your shit that you've just bought or had implanted or bribed for. Tally. And get ready to head off. Yeah. And I think that is a pretty solid place to call sesh. So to everybody out there watching, farewell. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Well, in 2 weeks. Peace.